fun whole rocks. Welcome, Tainted. Enjoy the Chronicles of Death song. Welcome, Tainted. Thinking outside the blocks. Welcome, Tainted. Thanks for joining us. You rock.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for Think Outside the Blocks, your official BrickWorld weekly live stream, where we talk to you about thinking outside of the perceived rigidity of the Lego medium, but also thinking outside of your creative mental blocks. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Mark Larson, Chief Brick Officer of BrickWorld, and this guy, the guy on my left, everybody's favorite host, Mr. Ben Hauger, Z Cerberus. How you doing tonight, sir?
I am exhausted, Mark. I am exhausted.
Oh, why? What's going on?
Well, though we know that, BrickWorld is my home show and always will be.
Yeah.
We had a local convention.
Oh, nice.
That I was displaying at.
Okay.
Got wrapped up at 5, so I had to pack everything up and get home for the start of the show. I've got my tacos over here that I haven't finished eating yet.
Yeah.
I had to, restart the computer, so I checked in at about 6:59 today. So, it's been a bit of a scramble.
Yeah.
But luckily, I don't think I'll have to do all the talking today.
No, as a matter of fact, I'm feeling a little bit tired myself. I've had kind of a hectic weekend. And so good thing we brought the vibes tonight. We've got, of course, Brick Babe, Lene's here tonight. Lene, how you doing tonight? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, Mo
there
just
you
sent me a text. Mo was like, hey, I'm leaving. I'm doing great. How are you? Hey, Mark.
Awesome. Good to see you tonight. How was your show this evening?
It was great. We had fun. We talked about Wicked coming out and the builds. Surprise, surprise. I've never seen Wicked.
Okay.
And Andrew hadn't either, but Jay saw it. So that was good. So that helped us out there. But we were just talking about the builds, like the first wave versus the second wave. And then we touched on, and there was some hate. We touched on Animal Crossing, and it dawned on me we don't have any animal facts, right? Yeah. Hate on Animal Crossing. We don't have any Animal Crossing brickheads. We need them.
And there was a SKU in the first wave that was supposed to be an Animal Crossing brickhead set that never was actually released, and I don't know what happened to it. But it was in the original list, and I kept waiting for it to be released, and it never did.
March?
I don't know. I don't know. It was supposed to be part of the first wave, and I haven't seen anything about it since that happened. But if for those of you who don't know, the Brick Babe has her own channel here on YouTube, where we are live right now on her channel as well, and on Instagram at the Brick Babe. And speaking of ats on Instagram and TikTok as well, we've got Brick Dead Builds here tonight. Chris, how you doing?
How you guys doing?
Awesome.
Been a mild week for me here. Pretty much just getting stuff in order and doing normal stuff around here. The wife and family are actually at the YMCA this evening doing a charity bingo night to raise money for their gymnastics program. So family is out of the house, so it's just me. I'm just going to warn you guys now, you may hear a dog bark periodically. That would be her saying family's home. So
yeah,
that's up for that one.
You might get the same thing over here.
Yeah, Chris, you sound very echoey. I'm guessing maybe you're on the wrong mic or something there, because you weren't as crystal clear as you normally are.
True.
Just a little heads up there.
Let's check in with the Tainted while Chris checks his audio. Alphonse Soup Person is here this evening. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for joining us. Rob Claxton also here. What's going on, Tainted? Hopefully be on around 9 or 9:30 Eastern after this parts draft. Don't worry, we'll be on until 4 in the morning. Rob Claxton also celebrating 12 months. So when you come back on, please give us a song request and we will fulfill that for you. Al Goff is here. 6-hour show tonight. Superhawk Bricks is here. Oh, dang, I would have to catch almost all of it on Replay Gang if that happens. Oh, dear Lord. And if you can reconnect or watch an entire 5.5 hour live stream back like you would have had to last week with our record breaking 5.5 hour show from last week, more power to you if you can rewatch an entire live stream is that long. But secretly here for it. Al Goff also says, I had nothing better to do at night, Supa. Smokey Smokes is here. Thanks for joining us. Lego Team B is also here tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight. Mac Attack is here. Remember, for 18 months. I hope, Ben, I do believe he's planning on joining us because I forfeited my silliness slot to him because he had a silliness game ready to go, and I was like, hey, it
Okay.
saves me some time. And mine was kind of similar to something we had done before, so mine was only like slightly tweaked, and I didn't finish it because I was like, hey, VMAC has something, we can just do that this week. Jazzy Viking Bricks is here. Oh, and of course, VMAC, if you have a song, which I do have a new song to play tonight, thanks to VMAC Attack. But again, we're going to be waiting for us to use a certain word that we often use when doing a certain segment. Jazzy Viking Bricks is here. Tron is here. Christina Harper is here. Brick Babe shows are always fun, she says. Lego Team B says Brick Babe. She's so 30 minutes ago. Hoarder 66 is also here. And two of them are here. Alphonse also says, howdy, y'all. Went to a first Lego League event yesterday as a judge. That was a blast. VMAC, you pop in whenever you want. The more the merrier here. Elgolf also says, hit the like button, guys and gals. And that's a good advice, if I've ever heard any.
Let me do the same.
I'm all over it.
I don't know. I've never liked my own stream. I don't know if that really helps the algorithm at all.
Yeah.
Any
I don't know.
ideas?
No
A
idea.
like is a like.
I mean, since I can like it from my own YouTube account, like it doesn't know any better. So
Yeah,
I
like
Right, that's true.
tend to try, you know.
Okay.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, because I mean, this is the channel it's streaming from.
Yeah.
Oh, cute! Look, there we are.
Inception. Hopefully Brickdad's getting his audio thing fixed. Looks like maybe he went on to restart, but let's see what we're talking about today. Mark,
Let's do. Yeah.
let's see if you remember from Wednesday's craziness. What's our letter this week, Mark? Do you remember?
G. Yeah, it's G.
You nailed it, G.
Look at me.
Today's show brought to you by G. We're going to talk about going to the shows in glass. That's what happened to me at Brick Cities. We'll talk about that. Glitch in the stream, Twitch raid. Mark,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that from Wednesday. This next word was supplied by Brickdad, gamophobia. Anyone know what that means?
I don't actually.
It means fear of commitment.
Ooh.
Really?
So yeah, so you don't need to just love our stream. Mark's going to go through some other streams that you might want to check out from people that support us.
I sure am.
Then we'll talk some mocks and greebling and gables, Lego news, growing in the garden, and Ganon. The second one's merely a tease, but we can still talk about it. Then our silliness segment was supposed to be great parenting and goat, but I'm not sure what the second one's going to be now that VMAC is.
It's going to be great parenting and guess the price.
Aha!
Yeah, he created a game for us even.
All right. Give me some of each, which is a close call. And then, of course, glad you joined us. We'll see you again. We'll tell you when our next streams are coming up. So that is what the G is going to be for this week.
Nice.
So let me fill you in. Going to the show, I already told you I was at Brick Cities. It's not BrickWorld. It was their first time running a local show. I'm sure they learned some things, but very good turnout.
Good.
Happy guests, as Mark always says. That's the true mark of whether or not the show went well, right?
Yeah.
Is if you have happy guests.
Happy guests.
And happy vendors.
That usually means the ticket sales weren't what we wanted. But what matters is everybody who showed up had a good time.
I think in this case, the ticket sales were fine.
Good.
But, you know, some growing pains. We had plastic tablecloths and no stanchions.
Okay.
That might be the kind of thing that'll work itself out if there's
yeah.
more shows in the future.
And this stuff are really expensive to rent, and if you don't have the space to store them or the means to store them, you kind of have to go without those for a while. How did that work? Did you notice a difference?
It wasn't too bad. Nothing went missing.
Good.
I think a lot of parents were vigilant of it, maybe more so because the stanchions weren't there.
Yeah.
But honestly, hard to say. The event space wasn't super big, but we filled it, so that was kind of the important thing there. I'd say the other thing that probably needs some tweaking on their end is setup time was very short. So
Okay.
we basically had between 5 and 9 on Friday for setup, and then sometime Saturday morning. Because I live close by, I basically just brought everything over in one piece and put it on the table, though I had to do some tree repair because, trees. But while I was loading in the dark on Friday, because, of course, daylight savings time, now it's dark at 4:45 around here.
Mm-hmm.
They had the doors propped open with these big bins of Lego, these glass doors, and I was carrying in a orange spaceship, a small one, in my right hand, and I had the base for my dragon in my right hand.
Oh no, which one crashed?
Made a left turn
Oh no.
Thinking I was walking through the door, right into the glass window.
No.
Bong! I held on to both things I had built, but some pieces fell off. Of course, my glasses were smushed into my face. My hat was smushed into it. Like, if I had to open the door or push a button to make it open, this wouldn't have happened. But it's a big, see-through glass window, well washed and well cleaned, apparently, right next to the door. I just walked right into it. I was not hurt. The mocks were not hurt.
Good.
But of course, it made just a horrible dong thud sound when I walked into it.
Tron suggests tonight with our letter of the week that we're in the G spot tonight.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
tainted in the G spot. Yes, good point.
Maybe. It was just a big oof. Not super wonderful. But anyway, that was topic one. I though think the other three members of the panel here were on with a 5-hour Animal Crossing stream that was Twitch rated. So I'd like the three of you to talk about that while I take a few more bites of taco. So go ahead.
I would say 4.5 hour actually stream that night. I don't even know really how that happened. Lene and I planned a live stream where we would talk about more exciting news from the Animal Crossing 3.0 update announcement. And we had a very special guest host who had never guest hosted on a stream before. She has her own channel here on YouTube, and she had never had a guest host even on her show. And so Copper Valor came by, and we discussed some of the things from Animal Crossing 3.0 update. We didn't get to all of them because we got hit with a like 30 some odd people came in from Twitch. We got rated from another Lego stream on Twitch, and I was like, oh, this is our Animal Crossing stream. So we kind of pivoted, and I felt a little bit bad because we left Copper Valor in the dust a little bit and pivoted to building our Animal Crossing sets, which is Lego's not necessarily her thing. But then we interviewed her while we built our sets, and then we just pivoted to Lego stuff, and then we just talked for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was just a nice hangout. I got pretty lit.
Yeah, we got silly. We did get a little silly.
Yeah. It definitely took a hard left turn. And so, what's the total on that? That's 10 hours of live streaming from last week. And I was staying at the Rennie for both. Hey, we got a new guest host in here. Just joined us. Let's see, where is he at? It's V Mac Attack. Vince, how are you doing tonight, sir? Good to see you.
Doing pretty well. Had a very good weekend so far. So
nice. I would say we heard about Ben's weekend, but let's start with you, Vince. How was your weekend, sir?
So opening day for rifle was Saturday morning for deer season. So I went out and hunted for an hour and a half and got a deer. So I do have another tag to fill, but I always do a Thanksgiving morning hunt. So saving for that.
My dad. Why is that? I'm sorry. What? My dad used to do that. Like
Thanksgiving hunt?
Yes.
It's tradition, just like anything else. Why do we eat turkey even though we all hate it? Why do we have that cranberry sauce out of a jar and it holds its shape? And
I mean, he had rifles and the brown, like the hunting, just everything. Wow. Okay.
Well, and then that way also, if you have like family you don't really want to talk to, you can just be hunting. Oh,
he hunts with his
family.
We
got to track a deer for the next 6 hours. Sorry.
Yeah. And you do it in silence usually. So.
Oh well, they would never invite me to hunt with them. But
yes, I planned on hunting all weekend, but since I didn't need to, I took some time and caught up with some of my own YouTube stuff. I haven't posted a video of my own for a while. I've had a bunch in the backlogs, so got some of those knocked out.
Nice. Good. Glad to hear that. I understand that. I have a backlog of videos that you've made for me that I haven't posted yet. So I totally get it. Lene, how was your weekend? Your week?
My week was busy. So this will be the final week for this event that I'm working on. So my weekend was event. I was at banquet site. I was on site. It was just, that was my weekend. Actually, I did have a semi-eventful yesterday. Today was calm. Yesterday wasn't. My neighbor that I've known for a long time, who I thought was, just pretty normal. He's an older gentleman. I saw him walking down the street and he started stumbling. So, I mean, I'm on my way to work. I'm on my way to the banquet. So I stop. I'm like, hey, how you doing there? He asked, can you give me a ride? And it seemed like it was right up the street. I didn't care. He was stumbling. He's older. I was like, hey, hop him in the car. So we get in the car. I was like, hey, where you going? He was like, I forgot. So I was like, no big deal. I'm going to drive a little bit and you'll remember. He's like, yeah, turn down here. So he's like, oh, turn XYZ. Right when I get on, I was on the highway, the road. He was like, what's your name? He was like, oh, where do you live? I was like, oh no.
Lene just kidnapped a guy.
No, he's my neighbor. But I didn't know he had early on dementia. I was like, oh no. So I'm like, Mr. XYZ. I'm like, so what you doing? Or I'm trying to get the phone numbers. He was like, no, I'm gonna walk to her. So I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you are not.
And then I felt bad because we're going to the bank, and I had gotten there. I said, look, you go in, I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna be late to work and everything. I was like, I'm gonna wait for you. So then he's like, no, it's gonna take me a while. Thank you, Bart. You are the best daughter ever. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Mo.
Hi, Mo.
Hey, Brick Dad. Oh, thank you, bud. Oh, you're the best. She bought me snacks. Thank you.
Snacks,
yay. All right, I love you. So I get to the bank and he's like, no, I'm not gonna come out. So then I panic. I call my neighbors. I'm like, I just dropped somebody off who may not be able to get back, who doesn't know who he is, where he is at the bank. What do I do? Like, I panic. So I went to the police station. I said, look, this is what I've done. I picked up my neighbor. I didn't know. His mental capacity was a little fuzzy. So, of course, the police are laughing. They're like, we'll go over there right now. My neighbor, my other neighbor went, and they stayed with him. So they explained to the police. They were able to find his daughter. Then the daughter sent me a note and a text. So, was, I said, no good deed goes unpunished.
It's very likely you kept him from wandering off and becoming a missing person. So what you did was 100% correct and helpful. Like
80s.
Yeah. What a great community.
Yeah, but I had to call the cops on. I'm left there at the police station like, this man is at the bank. He doesn't know.
I'd say you did the absolutely right thing there. Brick Dad, how was your week, sir?
Oh, it's a fairly mild week. Didn't have a lot going on here this week other than kids and school and that stuff. Following up from Veterans Day, thank you, VMAC and BrickWorld for the amazing Veterans Day memorial reel that you put together for us. I appreciate that. So pretty much just doing follow-up with that and getting things in order for the holiday season now that we're past Veterans Day. So
cool.
But cool. Been a mild week for me. So
nice. We had the BrickWorld staff retreat, obviously, and you guys have spoken to me since that ended. And then a couple chill days since we put in so much work at the beginning of the week. And then yesterday we had the Human Rights Campaign Gala. Matt has a partner at work that is always a table captain for these big charity events. And I had been off the hook for a while because they're not my favorite thing to do. The partner who puts the tables together was kind of like, hey, how come we don't get to see Mark anymore? And Matt thought it was more of a let's reassure everybody that we're still together. And so I went to last night's and it was like it was decent. It was exactly what I expected. They're always like a 6-hour program, and it's always like people in suits with lots of money and trying to out charity each other. Things are a little bit fiery right now with the HRC, especially here in Chicago with lots going on. So it was emotional at times. And then so we were out pretty late last night, and then today I went and saw the G for Gala last night, and today great game. G for great game ? Because the Bears did beat the Vikings. But as so many wins we've had lately, it wasn't the smoothest win. It wasn't the prettiest win. And not sure we actually deserved it. But in the end, a win is a win. And we did achieve that. So we're at 6-3. So that's good. I'm just hoping to see us play a little bit more solid. So I feel a little bit more confident.
7-3 now.
It was 7-3. Yep. And we don't so that we don't have a heart attack in the fourth quarter every freaking week. Bears fans in the house tell me I'm not wrong here. It's like, this is what we do in the fourth quarter. Of course, now it's tied. But yeah, I think pretty solid end of the game. I actually didn't feel like, that was a complete crap fest.
Vikings let
Of
you
a
off
win.
the hook.
You did, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got Bears got lucky. They blew a coverage. So the Vikings scored too quickly.
Yeah.
Bears time to kick the field goal to win the game.
Yeah, our defense got tired because it was a real low-scoring game at first. It was just a bunch of turnovers with nothing happening on the scoreboard, and then just out of nowhere, things started moving. So yeah, that's a fun day for me. It's the first time I've socialized on a Sunday instead of just concentrating on the live stream. So that felt good. It felt good to have some work done on the live stream before Sunday morning. And actually be able to go out and socialize and watch live football. That was fun.
Be normal?
Yeah, somewhat normal. Yeah,
it's a normie.
So there you go. That's a pretty solid accounting of everyone's week. Now we're on to Gamophobia is next on our next on our run of show, and we're starting here, of course, with our buddies ACOB, which I'm pretty sure we'll always start with because they really go out of their way not only to make sure that BrickWorld Chicago is a great show for everybody who shows up, but also they really do promote BrickWorld every week on their stream. If you're a Star Wars Lego fan, I highly recommend you give them a follow over on YouTube. They're live every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Central, and then of course we've got the Brick Babe right here on the show. Brick Babe goes live at least twice a week. We've got the Random Sunday show at 6 p.m. Central, and then we've got the Wednesdays with Mo. Or Let's Build Wednesdays. What's it called?
Oh, Watch Me Build Wednesdays.
Watch Me Build Wednesdays. There we go. What time is that at?
It used to be 9, but now I just post a video or.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It's because
the Mom and Mo show is Monday at 9, and we do that.
Oh, gotcha.
Not from YouTube.
Mom and Mo show is on Monday. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Oh no. That's the longest one. So. And
then you can also catch Lene on Wednesdays on our channel on BrickWorld Crossing at 11 p.m. Central, and also on Sunday mornings at some ungodly early hour for a Sunday morning. For Good Morning BrickWorld on Pure Ant Fury on Brick Hive's YouTube channel. I should have him in here. She also is on Instagram. You can follow her there at the Brick Babe. We're live there right now. If I click this button, we'd have Inception. Also on Instagram, our buddy Z Cerberus, Ben Hauger. Give him a follow on Instagram and go ahead and like all these amazing creations that he's posted. We also have Brick Dad Builds, who is on Instagram. You can follow him there on Instagram, but also on TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, you can follow our friends Mohawk. Superhawk Bricks over there. They're BrickWorld staff, and they're always in the Tainted with us as well. Cool Han Luke Bricks, another one that plays on Sundays at 3 p.m. Central. I don't even know. He's in Wales, and his other co-hosts are in the UK. Another fun one, especially for Star Wars Lego fans. It's kind of like the European version of ACOB. They do a lot to promote our show as well. Copper Valor, we talked about earlier. If you are into some of the Nintendo cozy games, some of the Twitch cozy games like Dinkum. She plays, was it Palia you were playing for a while, Copper? No, it was what? Anyway, if you like some of these cozy games, she's got a great stream that you can follow. She's live several nights a week as well. And then, of course, VMAC Attack. VMAC Attack Productions just put up his first video in a while here, but it's only got 5 views so far. So you guys go over there, give him a follow, give him some likes. It's a lot of fun videos that he's done in his stream, and he makes videos for us as well. If I can just get my ass into posting them up, you'd see some more short form content on this channel, which we are very appreciative to VMAC for kind of breaking the dam for us and getting more of that out there for us as well. So there we go, Gamophobia, everybody. For some reason, that's the fear to commit.
Fear of commitment, yeah. And that was, again, brought to us by
I was right. It's Palia. Yeah, good. Stardew Valley? Have you done Stardew Valley? Yes, Brick Dad did give us that.
Yeah, threw out some G's for us. Brick Orphanage, who I saw at Brick Cities in the chat as well. And Christine Harper says, don't bother asking Hive to join you. He doesn't even show up for his own programs.
He's actually been in here before. Al Goff also had a banger back here when he's excited about the letter tonight because he could never find that G-spot.
Yeah, Copper says, put Stardew on hold. So all the other cozies, no Stardew. Stardew's going to make an appearance later in the show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't know where. Actually, I do, but you don't know where.
I hope close calls because I didn't do any close calls this week. So I guess I got a little lazy too, as I was just like, look, I did work before Sunday, so now I'm just going to do only half the work I normally do.
Yeah. Well, our next topic is what we always strive to talk about every show, and that is mocks. Mock standing for my own creation. Greebling and Gables are the two things I put up here. I don't know if we have some roofs to talk about, but I think we do.
Before we start this segment, I have an interruption.
What?
If you guys can bear with me for a second.
Yeah, take your time.
From the bingo night tonight, she actually won. Not only did she host it, but she actually won it as well. So
I was the raffle ticket.
She was the very last raffle ticket. So she
okay.
So she won the raffle as well. So
and I got the prize that I got because I bought the wrong bingo one. I thought this was bigger. So it became a prize.
and that's the story of our life here is when we do make mistakes, we end up getting it back full. So
happy accident.
Nice.
Yes, a happy accident for sure. So thank you guys for the moment.
Yeah. No, glad she clarified because being the host and the winner sounded like a conflict of interest.
Never.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, and before we move on, speaking of which, I did promise last week during our 5.5 hour live stream that we would do a random drawing for people who were in the chat, and we'll do that. I haven't figured that out yet. I have not done that yet, but I will, and now I actually will, and now I'll remember because I forgot completely about it until I watched the stream back. I was like, oh yeah, we did say that. Oh, and mostly because I went into 3 days of staff retreat, and the live stream kind of faded into my memory. But no, and that's why I watched the live stream back. Like, what else did I say?
All right, double interruption over. Let's talk some mock. We'll get to that in a minute, Fallen Angel. Here we go. I'm walking up.
Who's this kicking it with a new mob? New mob. New mob. New mob. Yeah. Will we get a chunky match? Will we get computer tech? And orange spaceship so sleek? Does he hate castles this week? Does the new mech have a wicked team? Has the castle from last week been reshaped? Has he built 5 orcs and welcomes the Cerberus Daddy Ben? Yeah! Choke the 5-bit!
Okay, hey, look, I'm the big one today, and we'll switch it over here.
Yeah, let's put a pin in this question because Fallen Angel is asking, being a 40-year fan of Lego, how do you feel about non-Lego sets? And I believe we'll delve into that a little bit when we talk to Brick Dad tonight, not saying that he's built with non-Lego, but he is not an official ambassador, but is has delved into quite a few of the new Lego type companies that have been coming out. Supa has joined us. Blue Haven Bricks is here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Rye Guy has joined us. How you doing, sir? Thanks for joining us. Brick Dynasty is here as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. Awesome. All right, Ben. Anyway,
yeah,
how's it going?
So let's see here. I've got an assortment of things. We've got the stable that we've completed over here on the far left. We have the original Lion Knights manor here, minus the roof, which is out in the garage, because this was one of the things I brought to the Brick Show at Brick Cities here. But what I am working on right now is this build. It is a black type build that is going to go with the other two. I definitely think it needs a few changes, though.
Okay.
So we can talk about where I am with it and see if you guys think some of the same things I do.
Okay.
One of the other things to mention, it does have lighting. I did improve the lighting last week. We talked about this a little bit, that I wanted some more lighting on the inside now. Okay. Now we've got that for sure. So now it's nice and lit up on the inside.
Yeah, it's looking great.
The crane like thing here has a wheel that raises and lowers the winch on the outside, which is kind of fun. But there are a couple things I don't love about this, but I'd love to hear from you guys first, see if you have an idea on some of this stuff.
All right. First of all, Al Goff says, "Damn, Ben, you make me sick. Those look so good together. Just awesome." And I'm hoping that we get some more flexagons put in there towards the end of your segment, so we can see how this is looking with your flexagon method of landscape. I'm going to leave it up to the panel here because I don't see anything. I'm usually pretty good at like being nitpicky and giving some constructive criticism, but I don't see anything major here I'd want to change. How about you guys?
Looks great.
Okay. Anyone else?
Fangirling.
So, all right. So the thing I don't like at the moment, there's a couple things. First of all, it's not finished. It needs a railing up on this because it kind of looks, I think it looks too tall in here.
Oh yeah, trash it.
Compared to the rest of the build. And really what I want to do, not trash it, Mark. I kind of feel like I need to lower this entire tower, maybe 2 studs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 studs. 2 studs?
Maybe. No.
I could see at least 2, possibly 3, but yeah.
Okay.
Then it'll be the same height of the house, and it's not a tower anymore. It's a chimney.
And I like it. I like the height of the tower now with the other buildings with it, because again, I think you've hit a good proportion that's very pleasing to the eye. I like that you've added that window. I'm not crazy about just the 1x1 rounded tile, and I see you use that in the original house too. And now it's bugging me because it worked really well in the window over here on the left. I'm pointing to it with my mouse, which nobody can see. But on the left of that, in the tower, the taller window with the dew drop with the 1x1 rounded tile, that looks good there with the thicker. A thicker sill at the bottom. It just looks like it's too thin of a sill in these other windows, and the rounded tile doesn't really fill it in quite enough.
I wonder if I could fix that pretty easily if I switched the window frame on the inside to the light bluish gray color.
I think that would nail it. Correct. All right. So Fallen Angel says that these are epic. Al Goff says they look like sets you would buy. Blue Haven Brick says, I like the tower with the height. Don't clip it. I agree with Blue Haven Bricks. Okay. Smoky Smoke says the tower would swallow the small structure. And that says maybe add a window to the right side of the tower too, which I don't disagree with either. Looks like a belly.
Okay.
Death. Me.
Not sure what that means.
I don't know what it looks like. Oh, it looks like a bell. Makes more sense.
A bell. Okay.
Yeah.
Your audio seems to be cutting in and out all of a sudden.
No, I get a white screen, but
Mark's might need to restart or something there.
I may have to. If you can up the control stuff like that, I'm going to go ahead and duck out and come back in.
Yeah.
Mark's over there sounding like he's beatboxing for us, but
he went a little crazy there with the stutters. I guess just for me, like looking at it in person, it just looks very. I don't know, and I do think the railing up here will help some of the height issue for me. It just looks really pencil thin all of a sudden when you get up here from certain.
In regards to the window on the right side that is very blank above the water wheel or the man wheel, if you put one in about midway up at the level of the second, I think that would be a real complimentary window on that side, almost as if it was a window going upstairs on the inside at a second level.
Yeah, so this one being taller, putting one here. Probably still be blank on the third side. There's also this big ladder here now but nothing here.
I believe that one completely. It's a soot wall from the burners. I wouldn't have a window on that side anyways.
So there we go. Looks like we got a few things to fix. This wheel on the side also ended up looking a little smaller than I thought. I don't know that I'll change it because this is a real easy technique to do.
With a minifig in there, it's really not that.
Yeah, it might not be so bad. Let's see here. Here is Stealth Mark. from
Stealth
my
Mark,
ACOG
okay.
set.
Yep.
So let's see if Stealth Mark kind of sitting in there. There you go. See our Stealth Mark walking in the wheel.
That looks proportional for a man wheel. I don't see a problem with that.
Not too bad. So Stealth Mark has now made it into the set. So
Very nice.
Stealth Mark there. So yeah, okay. B-Mac?
My first question is, what is the crane for? Because
Question.
usually a crane should probably be among your highest things in any area. So I would definitely want to make it shorter, but if it's only going to go up to the second story, then I guess you could.
Yeah, it's more of a construction crane here, since this blacksmith might be doing all kinds of weird things, like,
It's the Trebuchet building tower.
or whatever. But you usually would build a trebuchet on site. Most of them weren't wheeled. You'd bring all the parts with you and like assemble them there. But you could assemble catapults and other things that are wheeled, or carts, wagons, other things that you might want to build. I guess that was sort of the idea. A lot of it was to replicate an older blacksmith build that I had that I'm going to take apart and decommission. This one, which had the same thing. This one was more, I don't know, more scaffolding looking, definitely a different color palette, much older, not on a hexagon, all the things, which is part of the reason it's being decommissioned. Well, it looks a little sloppy, a little bit of an older style for me, but still not bad. So
I guess if it's just for the smith too, you could. I'm not saying do it because I think it looks great as it is, but if you wanted to add more stuff to the crane, it doesn't necessarily look. I don't think it looks out of place as being high or anything, but you could add access doors instead of windows and have, ingots and stuff stored in there, stored, or maybe stole. We don't know this guy's character.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you want to, how high you want to put your ingots, but storage is never a terrible idea for any sort of build that has utility. So that might be an interesting thing, to change this to a taller sort of doored entry and then moving the window to this side.
Ooh,
even open or semi-open.
What? How do we get to that?
We just got there, Mark. That's just what happened.
You want a door there?
I just suggested it might add a little more purpose to the crane and not make it look so.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think there's a problem with the scale, but Ben thinks there's a problem. So if you actually give it a function up there that high, then
yeah, like that's the crane is bringing the boxes up to that door. That does make sense.
Yeah,
I'll agree on that. Then
multi-purpose crane here.
Yeah, I think the crane looks really great. I don't know if we've already gotten to that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I think it's looking really good. Yeah, and maybe a railing will help. It doesn't bother me that it doesn't have a railing right now.
Yeah, I think it needs a little bit of one though, just because this kind of is quick. I think that'll make this look less too tall. I also think the roof's maybe a little tiny.
Yeah,
but maybe it's okay.
Blue Haven Brick says, overall, your mocks are amazing. Got me working on my Pain Island mock tonight now.
Pain Island? I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Sounds painful and tropical.
Yeah. So we're going to keep working on this. The one thing I kind of really thought about this week when I was at Brick Cities, I like the Wolf in the Woods 2.0 that is done.
Yeah.
I think that will show well. I did break the tree when I got back home.
The big
orange tree? The big yellow one. So I have to fix that now.
Yeah, okay.
But a lot of people really liked the trees.
Yeah.
This kind of what I'm struggling with a little bit, and I know I shouldn't care. But Wolf in the Woods, the Redux one, the original one, it's already been to BrickWorld. And these that I'm building now are additional modules to a build that was also just at BrickWorld.
Okay.
We don't tend to repeat mocks at BrickWorld to the extent we don't have to, but these will be, large additions to an existing mock. Some people bring the exact same thing year over year, but it's a spectacle.
Reminder, Ben, you don't have to worry about winning because you already did.
It's true, but I'm not worried about winning. I just want to have the best display that I can.
I think adding more makes it different. It's not.
I mean, go ahead, D-Mac.
I was just saying, adding more to it's not. You're not just displaying the White Manor again. Like now it's a village. It's a different thing.
It's not like this takes up 10 tables.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Also, is people that saw it and paid attention to it will be encouraged to expand on mocks and builds when they come and look at it and see the additions that you've made to it that are new. So when they see that, like, oh, I remember that from last year. Look at the rest of this. So taking something and expanding on it is possible. I can do that.
Yeah.
Whether that's a regular Lego set or a mock that I built.
Blue Haven Bricks clarifies that Pain Island is Naruto themed, and I looked up Naruto, and it doesn't necessarily explain it to me, but maybe that clarifies it for some people. Looks like a TV series.
Elgoff says they didn't have OSHA back then, so no railing. All right.
Jazzy Viking Bricks has a question. Says, is there an accepted height range for each story of a building for minifig scale?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely times when a build will seem too big for minifigs, and like when the minifigs are out around, they'll seem a little crazy. For me, I think the big thing is if you have a door, your minifig needs to be able to go through it.
Yeah.
And then, like outside of that, for height wise, I mean, there are lots of times people had very high ceilings, depending on the function of the building.
Yeah.
But I suppose in general, I think 6 bricks tall is about standard for most people.
I would say so. Same height as a Lego door.
Yeah, 6 to 7 is probably pretty typical.
Yeah.
But there might be reasons you
about
make
how
it
many?
bigger to see in.
6
to 7.
Oh,
6,
no.
7. Yeah. In general, a lot of people think that a stud or so is roughly equivalent to a foot. It's not quite accurate.
Yeah.
And minifigs are a weird scale.
They're
They're
a very weird scale.
Yeah, they're wider than they are tall compared to a normal human.
Yeah.
So
I use the minifig habitats as a rough guide for building floor heights. So those tend to be about 8 brick tall. So for a build room or something like that, I try to stick to that average, 1 high, 1 low, depending on that. But doorways, then you get at least 2 bricks above the doorway for structural reinforcement and stuff like that. So that's what I use. But Lego Modulars, I think, is flexible on that. They go above it to, I want to say 6. What door height is? 5 or 6? Door height's 5.
Doors are normally 5, but then you have usually a brick above it. They're between 5 and 6. Minifigs themselves are 5 bricks tall.
Yeah.
So if they have a hat or something, then we're talking, 6 to maybe 7, depending on the height. So 8 is kind of on the high side.
Chris is asking, wider than tall, so I'm minifig scale?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I mean by that is they're wider in terms of height. They're 2 brick. They're
disproportioned in.
They're 2 studs wide and only 5 studs tall. So proportion-wise, they are too wide for their height compared to a more normal human, I guess.
I thought it was 8 too. I
More
learned
average?
8
8?
might be what people use. 8 is the height of a standard ceiling in a house. But again, is 1 brick 1 foot? Not really.
Yeah. So Tron says average ceiling height, I'd say, is about 6 bricks tall. I would disagree with that. I would go with the 8 as well, just because standard average ceiling height, I don't think ceilings typically stop right at the door frame, and the Lego minifig door is 6 bricks tall.
Yeah,
1 by 6 by 4.
We should go between 7 and 8 should be our standard.
Yeah, which saves us from this bullshit.
Always deviate.
7 and 8.
Always deviate.
Needless to say, go with your personal aesthetics of what
Absolutely.
looks good to you and what you like,
Yeah.
regardless of what we say, because we're not professionals.
Right. And speaking to the professional side of it, actually, when we would do Miniland scale for the Legoland parks, the first floor would be Minilander scale, And then if it was, I'm talking about a skyscraper here, we would do as many stories as are in the skyscraper, but we do them at like almost like a 3/4 mini lander scale, just so it wouldn't always be, which would drive me crazy because that wouldn't leave you the correct proportion. I would rather have the building be the correct proportion than shrinking down those upper stories. But especially when there is, when some of these models are like 10 feet tall plus, they do shrink those down to kind of give it that perspective of being the actual building without actually being as tall as the correct
Use of
proportions would be.
forced perspective to give the illusion of the building without using the full aesthetics of it.
Exactly. Al Goff says, VMAC, you need a light on your face. You look dark and menacing.
I am.
Yeah, I'm just saying, kind of appropriate. Tron says, medieval wall plate is 6 bricks. I tend to add 1 brick on top of that myself. I'd say VMAC is the kindest, gentlest, dark and menacing person I've ever met. So, but cool. That's looking
being
great.
like 6'7", which I think is about how tall he is.
That is about his height. Yeah.
Gentle giant. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll take all that into consideration, and next week when it's still 2 studs shorter and it has a giant ass railing on it, then I guess you guys will just have to tell me if I was. I don't know.
Ready for that. So cool. All right. So let's see who else. I know Brick Dad, you worked on something. VMAC Attack, did you work on something this week as well?
I didn't work on any physical models. I just worked on my YouTube stuff and people that I've reached out to send me some stuff. If you guys could please remember to do that, that would be all right.
All right. Any of those people on this panel like me and I didn't remember that you told me to send you something?
No, but there are some in the chat.
Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping you meant or thought you meant. And then I was just like, let's double check there. Lene, do you have anything you're working on?
I was supposed to, but this gala is just taking over my life right now.
I hear you. I totally get that. When events take over, the stuff you'd rather be doing. So let's go ahead and we will bring up Brick Dad. We will walk Brick Dad Builds up next, which of course is going to take me a second to find.
In the corner of the room, there's a world made of bricks. Brick Dad's in his zone, working his magic with flicks. Late nights glow with colors, each piece tells a tale. Building dreams for his kids, every block a trail. Every click brings a vision, his heart starts to soar. Creating joy in a castle, can't help but adore. Brick Dad building up dreams, one piece at a time. With every block placed down, it's like writing a rhyme. Creating memories that shine brighter than gold. In a world made of Lego, the stories unfold.
All right.
Brick Dad, we were walking you up, man.
Right. Oh, fun times. It's an airship.
It is an airship, yes. So I stepped out of my comfort zone to see what I could do with this. I was trying to get some pictures up to make it a little easier for everyone. But so what I've got here is an oversized airship. And what I've done is I've made little pods to put underneath it to actually support it and give it some vertical height so that it can show the flight side of it. So yeah, just some balloons here, and I've got a cabin back towards the back here.
We got our first of the evening from Tron.
So this is very much just a rough mock. There was no plans for this. I was bored this week and wanted to throw something together. So I grabbed some pieces and just started going.
A lot of fun for just thrown together when you were bored.
Yeah.
Well, actually, majority of this was Friday night on Friday Night Bricks.
Oh, okay.
While I was chatting with them, I was tinkering with this. I had a bucket of brown. I had the boat pieces that were just sitting there. And for those that are wondering, the boat hull, I've actually got a mix. I've got the wide pieces and the narrows. The narrows were from one of the early Imperial ships, and the widers as well. And the balloons.
Was that a happy accident?
Don't tap it like that.
A normal one. Yeah. It was a normal accident, but
Platypus Brick says great job.
Oh, thank you.
Just going back here a little bit, and Platypus Bricks, I'll definitely get back to your other comments. Suhawk says that they did their part, VMAC Attack. Falco Rich has joined us. Thanks for being here tonight. Yeah, a lot of fun, and definitely outside of your comfort zone. In what way would you say it's out of your comfort zone?
The style of the build of doing something in the steampunk / airship realm. While this last year I've done a lot of pirate, actually going into the airship side of things, the no sails, the golden aesthetics, the styling of it is going to be very different than most of the stuff I normally do. Harry Potter tends to be a lot more magical and not necessarily fantasy side.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain the magical / fantasy side of Harry Potter aspect, but yeah, this is just something that I'm not. The structure of a steampunk style airship is trying to get me in the right mindsets for other mocks or builds that I have in the future that I'm going to be collaborating with or doing and stuff like that. So it was just a step into that realm of seeing what I could do and build into that. So
definitely a lot of fun. We have a suggestion here. Tron says, no worries of being watertight when it's in the sky.
Exactly.
Elgoff says it's cool, but he has a suggestion here for you. He says he would put the balloons up higher.
Yes. Yeah, and that's going to be one of the things too. I've got multiple types of rigging that I'm looking at doing for the balloons.
Yeah.
I also have access to a Zeppelin piece that is a official Lego Zeppelin piece.
I have one of those.
I've been looking at whether or not I want to use that in conjunction with the light bulb balloons.
Yeah.
And having that in here as well, because of course, the displacement, the weight of something like this is going to need a lot of lift. The balloons that I have on here are obviously not enough. Right. So the thought process for me is, do I want to do more of these types of balloons, or do I want to add the Zeppelin style balloon just to offset it and make it something larger? But captain's cabin quarters, nice sizable here. Got steps to come up and a ladder that comes up.
I do have a couple questions here.
Of course, yeah.
I looked up that the wider boat hull because I don't remember it being in white, and I don't see it in the known colors listing. Do you know where those came from? Are they?
They are official Lego. Which set I would have to look. It may have been a friend's set, or
and maybe it's a different mold. Oh, there's one slightly different mold. Hold on. There it is. I found it. There's a mold variant. You are right. It is in the Dolphin Cruiser from Friends.
You can see the base underneath it.
Rescue mission boat. Two different Friends boats.
It's technically connected. Technic connections to connect it. Unlike the standard bolt that is the 4x, the 2x4s.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's the 12 wide hull, and they have the 16 wide hull. That's the 16 wide variant.
Correct.
And that one is a mold variant from the original hull piece because it has 5 holes in it instead of only 3 holes in it.
Tron says, I've read Terry Brooks. Even medieval fantasy can still be scientific without magic. So we had a question earlier about, I believe from Fallen Angel, if I'm remembering correctly, about if we use all official Lego parts. Brick Dad, does that creation contain all official Lego parts? No, it does not.
No. If you go to BrickLink and you start pricing parts, you will find that there are a lot of parts that can be cheaper for larger builds or things like that on other brands or clones of bricks. These balloons specifically actually are not. These were originally a vase made by an alternate brand that you can buy at Walmart for $4.
Okay.
Where one of these pieces alone will cost you $1.50 to $2, I think, just for one of these pedals.
Okay.
That is
they're quite a bit.
The same Lego piece, but you got it from a Walmart.
Correct.
Special.
Yeah.
That is the one thing I will say is that when they're all white, they kind of look like light bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I wonder if you could, add
I've got some gold ones on order, But before I got too far into this, I wanted to mock with the cheap route.
Right.
Because
See if
this
you
right
like it.
here,
Yeah.
this right here is not going to be a problem if I don't like it. I can always do something else with it outside of that. Where a pricey item like this via Lego, if I don't like it, it now becomes something overstocked that takes up space in the Lego room. So
I've actually
go ahead.
I've actually had quite a few of those pieces break too. When they fall, they have a tendency. The clips have a tendency to break, which is really annoying.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, especially when you spent like a couple dollars a piece.
Yeah.
For the just the individual sections of it. Yeah.
They're not even brittle brown, and they're still breaking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's odd with those that they do that, but it's very, very frustrating. But yeah, it's cool to see you build something completely original, and
well, that's the part of it that's fun is stepping outside of your comfort zone, building something original. Yeah. And even if you don't take it to a show or anything like that, but just to be able to experience different build techniques, different styles, different applications.
Yes. Flex your imagination too.
I do pirate ships. So how far is this outside of that comfort zone of being able to do this? No sails, no a mast and a ship hull. But aside from that, now I'm adding gears, mechanicals, and then you have to think of what's the propulsion system for this, of how is it going to fly through the sky. So my solution is I'm going to put a fishtail on it. The fishtail will go back and forth like that. So it'll have a motion with it as well. So being able to do that, and then up here for the forward cabin, it's lighthouse style round.
Yeah, that's cool. I noticed that
as a foresight. It's something to look out and see, but it's in the sky. So do we expect people to be out walking the decks? It's cold, it's dark, it's whatever. But the thought and the style of what is this supposed to do, what setting am I putting this build in? Sometimes I overthink and don't just build. And with this, I specifically just wanted to start building.
That's awesome.
I didn't want to overthink it. I literally just took the boat holes, I laid them out and said, I would like balloons to attach here, here, and here as a rough start. So, but so even though we have so many other builds and stuff like that is our style of build or stuff like that, being able to step out of that can refresh creativity and stuff like that. Thank you, Ben.
Welcome.
May I offer a suggestion or two?
Oh, please. No, I'm very open to suggestions and stuff like that.
For the white balloons, and I think Mark might have done this, is where I seen it, but if you put net over the top and then the cables with the stud on it down to the thing, that would break up the color. And then this is just, when you held it up, what I thought was like the Galileo ornithopter wings coming off the sides, and maybe they could fold up when it parks or something like that, just from the style that you presented. I don't know if you want to do that or not, but
it's always an option, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
And VMAC, that is something I did with one of mine, is a bunch of those at different angles with the netting over it and the exact the vine with the hollow stud to connect it to the deck. Yeah, it's a very hard thing to balance a bunch of those. And I saw you take the posts off at first. That's Ben's helped me put my airship up at shows. It's always a very vicarious situation because I just got the old monorail track towers holding mine up.
Yeah,
and it's a little flimsy.
Well, that's the thing is, getting the base stable to then balance balloons that are in either flimsy cabling or very thin posts or stuff like that. So it's a balancing act for sure. So
100%.
Once again, Mark, what is the theme for BrickWorld Chicago 2026?
Such great heights.
Let's hope everyone can balance it.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesse Viking Brick says, reminds me of playing Skylanders with my son when he was younger.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
a wave from Chef T. Hi, Chef T.
Hi, Chef T.
So that's my light bulb ship that I mocked up this week in the last couple days, actually. And I'm going to continue with it. So hopefully I'll have some updates next week of what's changed or what's not. And we'll go from there. So this will be
Awesome.
one of those working mocks that I continue to work on.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with it next for sure.
Yeah, kind of looking at the configuration here, it does seem like, yeah, like I would be tempted, I think, to put the balloons on the sides out even farther. I know that the hull is wider there, maybe even a little farther. But that's going to depend on what your propulsion ends up looking like. This fishtail thing sounds like an interesting idea. I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea of the width there, what we've got. So I've got a little bit push out on the sides, but yeah, I would like to take them a little farther out. And so yeah, it's trying to work on getting that cant out a little bit farther without trying to take it too high. But yeah, we'll play with it and see. Yeah. So I've even toyed with the idea of actually lowering the center mast for the Zeppelin balloon and having it right here between, keeping these lower, and then having that Zeppelin, Zeppelin balloon right here through the center.
Those are hard to connect and keep them connected.
Oh yeah.
I highly recommend Technic axles.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got some. I just haven't put them in yet. And as you can see, there is the Technic port there, and then these pieces here are also the Technic as well. So that will happen. It's just been a matter of just mocking and like right now, just snapping bricks together to see what goes and looks and how it fits. So
nice.
So cool.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for Brick Dad, for your knowledge, I have now completely deleted the "and stuff like that" banner. It's run its course already.
It's run its course already.
It has already paid itself off. Okay, got it.
Yes, yep, it's gone.
All right. Well, one thing that has not run its course is this.
A world torn apart by fire and flood. Mutated platypus rise from the mud. With venomous claws and duck-billed beaks, they protect their home from the human freaks. Through the ashes and skies of red, platypus badasses busted heads. Through the ashes and skies of red, platypus badasses busted heads. This is the dawning of the age of Apocalypse. Mutated claws rise fierce and venomous through shattered skies and rivers of rust. In the age of Apocalypse we fight, we must. Humans beware, this land is not yours. The platypus reign in apocalypse wars.
Okay, well, what happened? Brick Dad vanished.
I don't know. Where did he go?
I don't know. It's all right.
Whoops. Well, oh, there he is.
He's coming back. All right, we'll go back to the original design there.
Where'd he go?
What happened? There he is. Wow.
Yeah, we got platypus bricks dancing. That's absolutely worth the effort. Thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate the return of the platypi. Maybe we'll get your the other platypus user we had in here last week, which is awesome.
Yeah. All right. So
Hi.
next up, what do we have? Of course, we're going to have Mark. So we are going to play Mark's walk-up song. Sounds like VMAC and Brick Babe. We're working on other stuff. So we'll round out with Mark. And that means, of course, we've got to get our Latin dance groove ready to go, because this, even though it's a very short song, one of our favorites. Get the ooh right or ready, because here we go.
Mark's an otter, watch him splash, building art deco leaves and grass, keeping fab, you land on streams, making mucks, fulfilling dreams. No need breaks when his builds are up, only cheers and howls from his club.
All right. Let's see. I got to add your other camera, Mark. Oh, that's your dog.
Yep.
Aw.
If you could bring her
You
up,
didn't mock that.
we're
I
gonna
thought
we're
that.
gonna start here this week with a live unboxing. Stay, good girl. Stay right there. She knows that this is for her. So somebody very special to us sent Orion and Cheeto some gifts this week, and so we're gonna do a live unboxing for Orion's new toy that she's been wanting. And so somebody named the Brick Babe sent a care package to Cheeto, but didn't want Orion to feel left out, so
Exactly.
sent her a new toy as well. So this is what Lene sent to Orion. Let me make sure all the tags are off it first, sweetie. Oh, this is so awesome. So Cheeto has one of these, and Orion does love it, and they usually fight over it. Let me get the tags off, baby. Hold on, where'd I put my knife? All right, sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. I should have had a scissors. Yeah, is this for you? Is this from Aunt Lene?
Yes.
Here we go.
Girl. Whoa.
What is this?
Orion's
what is that?
interested.
Yeah? Do you like that?
Oh, it's big. I don't know why I thought it was
Yeah.
little.
It's the wiggle worm. So yeah, Cheeto has one of these, and they wrestle and play keep away with it all the time. So she knows exactly what it is, and now she's got her own. And they thank you. Look at. All right, you want to take it upstairs? Go ahead. Go ahead.
She's
You can
like,
take
I'm
it to your
out.
toy box. Yeah, she's gonna try to bury it. She tries to bury it in the couch.
Oh.
So
Nice.
we'll wish her luck on that. Thank you.
Sure. Did you get the treats too?
I think that yeah, they went to Cheeto's house.
No,
and
no,
she was-
no. They
Oh,
both
we-
got toys and treats.
Oh, they did? Hold
Uh-huh.
on, let me check this box.
Mark, please don't throw them away.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, let's see. Oh, I guess that has not. Oh, yeah, here they are.
Okay,
Right,
cool.
And these are her favorites. It's the Pupford dried salmon training treats. Yay! Cool. Yay!
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, these are
Awesome.
excellent. So yay, cool. Thank you so much, Lene. I thought that was
Thank
exciting,
you.
and we do that live on the stream. And she's so sweet. She was like, "Excuse me, please. I must go take my toy to bury it." So
I
I
love
get, or she's running up and down the stairs and up the upstairs hallway with it. That's her favorite place to play with something. She hasn't had a new toy for a while because she has so many toys. But
understand.
here we go. This is this is filed this under. I put a lot of work in, but it doesn't seem very different. But this is now 2 weeks worth of work and getting parts in. So a lot of it was just kind of filling out the back of the build and putting the entire roof together, which I learned some things. So we can actually do this pretty quickly because a lot of the work that went in was like rebuilding stuff, finishing stuff off. So ran into a huge issue the last couple days as I was doing the chimney here. Chimney is now taller, yes. I'll go ahead and turn it all the way this way so you can really see the chimney. So here we go. The chimney's gotten taller, and then I was trying to step it in, and because of the snot technique I've used here, as we looked at on Studio with the, we've got 2 1x2 plates with the side rail every other layer to kind of even out the way the bricks meet up on the corners. And so it's kind of a complete mess for me to get some snotted cheese slopes in there and really have them line up with this corner. As I was working on that, I was like, I don't know if it necessarily needs to use those pieces or if it needs to step in. But what I do realize is if I'm going to keep these roofs modular, because they do come off right now because I'm going to put lighting in, I think I may end up building those in because the chimney is going to have to build into this roof technique that is basically really wonky and very hingy. These are definitely real words.
So if
it's
you
gonna
flattened
build
off
in
the top of the chimney right there and then built the rest of the chimney into your modular
this-
roof section,
yeah.
that's your thought process right now?
It was so the thought process I had was to the other option I have, I guess I should say, is to build the roof in instead of leaving it modular once I have the lighting in, and then have some sort of other access panel to either recharge a battery or like plug in the lights or whatever I end up doing with it.
Okay.
Whatever technique I use, and actually have this built in because it creates a lot of problems having it separated. Like for example, like since this trim on the roof, since it dips down underneath the part where it separates, I have to have something sitting on the bottom so that it can sit flat without messing this part up. And so now that putting the modular part into it, here, I'll just show you what I mean. There on the bottom of this now are 4 2x4 bricks that I have to make sure that fit into this, which isn't always the easiest. And it gives me so many opportunities to Larry this thing. It's not even funny, but I did.
So
No.
interesting thing to note.
Yes.
So the ability to put in lights and still make it modular is something that Lumi Bricks, so one of the Lego competitors, has faced. And so they have a special part, and I don't know if anybody's made something like this yet for Lego brick stuff or whatever. If they haven't, they should. It's essentially a 1x4 brick, the one that has the studs on each side and then there's a tile in the middle. They've converted one of those over to add a contact pad, so that you can actually expand your lights or take the entire section.
Oh, okay.
Lights.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody has made something like that. If they haven't, brick stuff, maybe a suggestion. See if you can find a way to do that, because it does work really well, and that might allow you to have both lights and the modularity to continue.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Good plan.
You can find a Lumi Brick set for cheap that has the lighting structure you want, but that would be, difficult, or could be difficult to isolate the right lighting kit for that.
Yeah.
But certainly is a thing.
So I've got that. I started putting the foliage, the vines up the chimney, which, yes, Ben, they will connect to the ground eventually. I have to figure out what I'm doing with, as Al Goff suggested, putting darker stone down there, maybe use actual stone instead of brick, and then that might change the way I do the entire base of this. And I'm getting so close to completing this, and it's still exciting for me to work on, so I'm not about to throw it off the table and take a break from it. But I finished the roof back here. Got everything to match up here. Did not get everything to match up here. I still need to build a window here. And so what happened over here on this side is the roof does not match up where I thought it would, and then doesn't match up with the center here. Yeah. So there's something wrong with my math altogether somewhere. Might even just be that. But still, this doesn't meet up where it should, because I think this is, let me see, I think this is where this actually should be. 1, 2, 1. Yes, this is where this actually should be, but then this is too far forward and this pushes this too far back. And I just haven't had the wherewithal to wrap my mind around it yet. Because, this should all be even. And so I've got some bad Lego math happening here. Although I do like the way this looks, because they do meet right up with each other. But I have to figure out which way and how many studs to move them, and why the math, since this is all symmetrical, and so is this, and so is this, why is it then not symmetrical? And how much of the roof do I need to reconfigure altogether to make it work? So ran into a little bit of a roadblock with that. And I mean, this was a lot of parts to order and a lot of work to get to this spot. I know it probably only looks like I added 4 or 5 bricks since the last time you saw it. But this is, that's what sucks, is turning on the camera and looking through the lens and being like, this looks almost exactly the same way it did the last time you saw it. But I've been having a lot of fun with this and really enjoying, ever since BrickWorld Chicago this year. I think maybe just because the show itself went so smoothly. Maybe it's having Melanie Lachik and David Turner on my staff, who've been changing a lot of things. Melanie has been doing project management for us. David Turner, of course, is our IT guy, and just really automating a lot of things and really just making things make a lot more sense across the board for us. Maybe that's what's made me, in general, more excited about building than I have been able to be in a long time. Oh, this is off. Okay, well, I'll fix, yeah, this is off by quite a bit. So this is off, that's why. It's this module here that's off. Yay, okay, good, because I thought I had the math right here. I still have to figure out where to move these two so that they actually sit on the center of these two windows, but at least it's not so bonkers that, so it's this module that I'm off with. But no, I've been much more excited to build this year and have a lot more plans. I actually had been working on something else that I stupidly left to the left of my keyboard, and I Larry'd it. It's the first thing I've Larry'd since Larry was on the show. And I was working with it in, you've seen it before, It's the Orchard House. I was working with it in studio as well, and just kind of updating it and ordering parts to kind of move it to the next level. And I was going to have to take it apart anyway, so it's not terrible. But as you can see, as you saw my score on the floor earlier, I've got laminate flooring underneath all these bags and boxes that are down here.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the parts of the Orchard House just kind of went absolutely everywhere. I found some in Orion's bed today. I was like, oh, I don't even know how they got all the way over here. But no, I'm excited to continue this week, and without the staff retreat, things should be a little bit smoother for me. No travel coming up. No big plans for the weekend. I might try to go watch live football again next Sunday, but that
Nice.
even motivates me more to do more work on this during the week. And I'm hoping we get a pretty solid step forward with this, because it's time. It's time to get this this build completed for sure.
VMAC, he put up in the chat, I think he was having some issues with his microphone, so hopefully he's back on now.
There he is. I see him.
Yeah, well, I see him there, but he was talking,
Oh, okay.
and no sound was coming through. He sent us a link to this, Bevan's Bricks.
Okay.
They have a number of interesting lighting solutions, including, it looks like, a LED connector of some sort, kind of like that, plug option that I was talking about.
Yeah,
things you could like set up a modular system or take it
off. The BrickPods would be proud of my score on the floor. So David Turner did a quick little workshop at BrickWorld Grand Rapids this year, because it's the one expo where we do have a World of Lights, and it was like using really inexpensive parts from Amazon. And so I kind of want to catch up with him and say, like, what are those? Because it looked really easy and something that was, of course, also inexpensive, but something that's just, it doesn't create so many extra things and parts that, because whenever I look at brick stuff, or when I look at what VMAC Attack just showed, I mean, if you're already inclined that way, it's probably great, but I get a little lost, and especially when it's things that, like, they have conductive parts that, like, click down. I've had some bad luck with those from some companies that things started getting really hot, and this is really early on in the life of being an AFOL going to conventions. So I think it was even like pre-Renaissance, like when we were still at the Westin. I had bought some that got really hot to the touch, and I was like, well, I'm glad that my creation didn't melt before I noticed it was getting really hot in there. But yeah, that's my story.
Yeah,
I mean,
and hopefully a lot of that has changed. I mean, this particular connector is relatively inexpensive. They're only $8 for the pair, and I'm assuming they're compatible with brick stuff. The little pins look the same, so they're not super expensive. Hopefully they don't heat up a lot. Have you used these, VMAC?
I've used almost exclusively, as far as like the connectors or the drivers for your different flash or flame flicker, from Bevan's Bricks here, and then what I do is buy the cheaper lights on Amazon, because they do take a lot smaller connector, and you can get, I think I got they're like a 1x4 brick that have the 2 LEDs in them from Amazon from Tedo for, like, I don't know, I think it was under $20, and there was 25 or so in there, and they're all compatible with that. So you can get the cheaper lights, but pay where it matters with your drivers and with those specialty connectors and stuff like that. And the only issue I had at all is actually on the cords. Sometimes the connector comes off, so order some extra cords. But as far as actual hardware, I've not had any issues, and that's with several sets, up and down, where things are getting yanked and pulled. So, and I think in Chicago they were on the whole time.
Yeah,
Lego Team B
I
says
used...
they've used.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was just gonna say, Lego Team B is jumping in saying I used the complete range of components from Robert Brick Stuff. All work great, no heat issues. I don't think most of them nowadays shouldn't. What were you saying, Brick Dad?
I've used Brick Stuff. I've used the Tedo, which is the Amazon stuff. I've used the off-brand, formerly known as Fun Hole, now Lumi Bricks stuff, combining and mixing the pieces together, and they're pretty universal. Lumi Bricks has changed over to a 2.0 plug, so if you do get sets or pieces from them, they will not be necessarily compatible with every set. But the stuff that I've used, my entire Hogwarts castle was all LED small piece like Ben was showing earlier. And it was on literally the entire time that we had Chicago last year as well as the year before. Same as my roller coaster that was over here. It was on the whole time as well. So the heat issue for the most part has been corrected in that respect. The biggest downfall that I've had with these lighting pieces, like this one here, is literally the wiring being very small wires and the delicacy of making those connections. But I buy my wires in bulk very cheap, so that if one breaks or something like that, I literally will have a bunch of these spare in my kit so that I can literally just pull one out and reconnect it with a new one. So
Cool.
Yeah, well, lots of lighting options out there.
Yeah,
definitely a workshop to catch at BrickWorld if there's one this year for lighting.
100%.
I pretty much put lights in everything I build now. It's almost like an automatic. So I had at Brick Cities, I think I had, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mocks. All 7 had lights in them.
so this is the 1x4 LED brick
Okay.
or plate,
Nice.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Does it
focus
fit
on
into a brick, or does it just the lights come down from it?
No, this is a special.
Gotcha.
It comes as a kit. So what you'll get is you'll actually get a simple LED bar that's like this with 2-sided tape on the back, and then you get a plate that is a gutted plate so that it fits in on the back of the plate.
Nice.
So that it can literally go in underneath the plate, so you have illumination. I'm sure that's pretty close to what Ben used in his blacksmith for some ambient lighting up underneath there, or something similar, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're actually lanterns, but yeah.
Okay.
It's,
So
lots of options out there.
So yeah, and there's some super basic kits that literally are a USB plug into a distribution board. So then you can put 6 lights, 6 to 8 lights into that distribution board, and the one wire that comes out is nothing more than just a USB plug that you plug into whatever connector you want. So there's some super simple lighting kits that you can get to play with for under $20, just for practice. And if you break a wire, not a big deal.
All right.
Cool. Just want to bring this up before I take the bathroom break. Al Goff says that he had a dog that would literally tear that toy apart in 5 minutes. We actually worked really hard on that. She's 9 different types of hounds, so her instinct is definitely to kill whatever is squeaking. And we worked really hard on making sure she didn't tear them apart. And that's why she has so many toys, because she doesn't actually now kill any of them. So it's kind of an interesting little balance. I'm going to go ahead and just so everybody has a couple minute break here, I'm going to go ahead and play the Mark's Gotta Go song, because I do got to go, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
A wise man once said about Mark, you think he drinks water like a great white shark. About every 60 minutes, he's gotta go. Nature calls 2, sometimes 3 times a show. Hold the stream, he'll shout and dash. The show is live, but he's off like a flash. Instead of telling him you hold the stream, Ben provides cover, the perfect team.
Yeah.
But let's get into some of the news. Do you need the bathroom break before we go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bathroom break now, and then 40 minutes later, I have to take another bathroom break. Like, hey, I made it 2 hours. Now it's like, well, now you're making up for lost time. So I'm gonna go. Oh, here's the right one, and I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Of course you are.
You're gonna go. Why don't you start with those? Because unfortunately, I have to use the bathroom again already.
Cool, go do it.
What's it called? What's BPH?
BPH.
Ben plays a tune 2 minutes long while the tainted sing along. Keeps the show rolling smooth, no rush. Mark mutes his mic so you can't hear the flush.
Mark is muted. So let me unmute him.
The reason I mute myself before I go is because I like to keep listening to what's going on, but I don't want everyone to hear me pee.
Yeah, I managed.
It's been 60 minutes since I last went, so I'll mute it and I'll be listening.
Fair enough. Yeah,
You'll be listening to me.
Hey, Mark's gotta go. No interrupting the strange flow. He'll be quick, won't take too long. He'll be done by the end of this song. Hey, Mark's gotta go. Mark's gotta go. Hey, Mark's gotta go.
All right, we are back.
The only thing that could make that entire song better would be like a splash sound at the end.
Sure, we can work on that. A waterfall sound.
One toilet flush.
One toilet flush. Elgoff says, I got lights that were molded into a 1x4 plate with small wire at BrickWorld before COVID. I don't remember who it was, and I've never seen them since. Anyone know whose it was? It had a USB plug.
That would probably be Brickstuff's original stuff, because they've been participating for a while, and he's had multiple variations of stuff. He's got to the point now that where they have small LCD LED screens, so you can actually do video game consoles or all kinds of stuff. So there's the evolution has changed.
I was going to buy one of his. Oh, go ahead.
From Brick Loot.
Okay.
1 point.
Oh yeah, they did have them for a while.
Yeah, could have been that Algoff. I think it was a goodie bag item at 1 point.
Yeah, Brick Loot. Yep. We had I was gonna finally buy one of these starter sets from Rob's website here, but the two that I was interested in are actually sold out. Probably because one of them is the Winter Village one. So it looks like I'll have to go fish here.
Well. G for Go Fish. We're also now on to topic number 5 already, and people might say, "Hey, means you'll be done in 3 hours, right? You're halfway through." No. This is where we start getting long here, because we are going to talk the Lego news. There was really 2 bits of news. One was a teaser from Lego that Zelda is returning in 2026. That is the Ganon set. I guess we'll see exactly what that means, but the rumor is, for everyone who doesn't know, the set's name I believe is leaked, and it's titled something like Ganon Final Battle. Ganondorf.
Yeah, I thought it was Ganondorf.
He turns into a creature called Ganon.
Oh.
Using the Triforce.
Oh.
Who is kind of like a big pig-like looking creature with giant tusks.
Okay.
In the Zelda game. And so the idea is that we're getting some sort of brick-built creature, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. That's Zelda-related. So we're not sure on that yet. However, what we definitely have seen are the new range of, as we like to call them, brotanicles.
Yes.
And there are, I believe it's 4 that we haven't seen. No, 4 total new ones. 3 we haven't seen. 1 we have.
Correct.
Let me bring them up here. So here's our newest botanicals. And yes, it's probably just botanicals, but I like to say brotanicals or botanicals because it's funnier. It'll probably be $450, sadly, for the Zelda set. Maybe. Hard to say. Mark's got this for us here.
Yeah. There's Ganondorf and Ganon.
There we go.
Allegedly. That would be cool. If they do that well with like posable knees, Ganondorf will be great for character parts.
Yeah, maybe we'll get both a minifig Ganondorf and a giant Ganon. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll see.
Nobody knows. We don't know.
We did look at the tulip bouquet a little bit last week, but I thought maybe we could recover because the big thing that we noticed on these were a couple of new molds. For those of you who missed it, there's a single petal piece here in red. See me pointing to it. as well as a new windscreen shaped piece here for the petals on this tulip bouquet. It is $60, 576 pieces. Not great price apart, but some interesting new parts to look at for sure. So we've already covered this one. Go take a look at these from last week, and we can move on to our new ones. The first one being the Peace Lily. All right,
Peace Lily.
$50. Again, 474 pieces. Not the greatest price apart. Before we dive in, though, first impressions. Anybody?
I think it fits with the botanical series that they've done already, size wise and all of that. It's another flower to go on a shelf. I'm sure if you buy it, it's not going to come with seeds, but
unfortunately, no seeds.
This is not seeds. The price should tell you that.
Yeah, it's got a very similar vibe to, I believe it was they made both a mini and then a full-sized one with these big giant petals before. What is that one? Anyway, they've done this giant leaf type shape a couple times before now, and they have these big, larger petals in white. I will say that the plant design itself is.
Oh yeah,
there it is.
VMAC has the orchid there.
The orchid, yes. You see the big old leaf design on the orchid there. VMAC, are those dark green or regular green?
I think those are dark green. And those are more Technic panels, aren't they?
Yeah, same thing. These are kind of these big windscreens.
Those aren't. Yeah, those aren't Technic panels. Oh, they are the windscreens. Yes,
like a big windscreen. They have the Technic in the back.
Great news for people who like to build green spaceships. Know anybody?
Yeah, why not? Might as well get on board. So yeah, it's not super thrilling, but there's another one.
I think Lene was excited about it, but she dropped out for a second.
Okay. Let's take a look, see what else is out here. In terms of shots, we've got ourselves a lifestyle shot.
Big Lily fans here.
We've got a plant in the botanical picture. Yep.
It's not even out of focus.
No.
You need to put this next to your jewelry dish. Lene, you seem to be excited about this one.
Yeah, I really like that one. I'm sorry, they locked Sammy upstairs.
Oh, no, Sammy.
Yeah, I like it because it's like the orchid, so it'll give me some symmetry. But I like it. I really do like that one. I like the plants more than I do the flowers.
The bouquets.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, Jessie Viking Brick says she likes this one, but she's not big on the stud notches.
Okay. Yeah, so the windscreen's got a bunch of notches cut in it for where it would go down on a bunch of studs, so it does kind of give you this weird looking tapered effect on the end.
Al Goff says, dude, this is all seeds, bro.
Here we've got a picture. We've got a wooden pitcher.
Nice.
And we've got a ball, of course.
We got paperweight.
Yep.
Same paperweight. I believe we saw the paperweight last week in one of the lifestyle shots.
And some of this bare metal shelving, but painted blue this time.
What title is that book?
Nobody knows.
Yeah. Oh, we've got carved wood artwork behind it, because of course you put artwork behind your shelves.
We've got a wickery type woven basket down below. That's kind of become a thing lately too.
Yeah.
Got a close up of the lily itself. It's decent parts, but the price isn't like wonderful.
Pale carrots.
I don't know.
Pale yellow carrots, I meant. Yeah. Nice. Fun.
Pale yellow carrots. All right. And
I'm not feeling
the obligatory, this is the size shot. Aha. We've got this guy here.
He looks
his cousin.
Slightly bemused with this after he had his lip filler injected.
The stud notches again. Ooh.
I'm not in love with that pot. Now that I see
know about this. But here we go. Purple door.
Ooh.
Yeah, why not?
So you're not in love with the vase, huh, Lene?
No. Now I thought it was more of a pot. No, I'm just not in love with it. I don't like the shape of it.
Yeah, Sarah DeRosset's with me here on those lips. Yeah, it's a little crazy. I do think it looks nice in this shot with the. I see a blue door, but Ben sees a purple door, but this purplish blue door.
Yeah.
And I do think this like this light nougat color is. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, I moved on to the next shot.
This is trippy because over here on this side the door looks blue. On this side it looks more purple.
It looks midnight blue, like a dark blue.
Midnight blue. That's the official designation.
With the other blue in front of it. What? How much crap can we shove into one shot here? Brick Dad?
Top? Yeah, Brick Dad, you're
What's
up.
with them in mushroom-shaped lamps? I think maybe we've seen this one before, and this one's just in a different finish. But wow, those chairs are violently mismatched. They really went all out on mismatching those chairs.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable either.
No, there's not the mesh one that looks like a cheese grater.
Yeah.
Well, the one he's sitting in is the same as the metal one in front of the table.
Are you sure? How can you tell?
It's that thin wire frame, tube frame seat.
I don't know.
That's very.
Looks like it's got tube frame.
No, wait.
underneath.
I'm
little.
corrected. He has
Yeah.
a wood seat underneath him. So
Yeah, I would say that's
yeah,
very
it-
optimistic of you.
okay, I was hopeful because they did have a red stool at the other end to qualify as the mismatch, but no,
Right.
all three are mismatched. My bad. I stand correct.
You're good.
That's all right. I would definitely say that this metal shelving definitely seems like it should be in the garage, not in the living room.
Especially with that much crap on it. Like, it's not even like they did not really try to make it look like nice shelf, like a nice display shelf.
It's utility. Stores in
It's not me, man.
Someone's coming for someone here.
Someone's
it's
coming for me,
Mac.
Oh,
that makes sense. Mystery solved. Yeah,
The
that's
shelves. The way the shelves are set up is each designer got one shelf to exhibit. So that's why they're all so cluttered. Is one designer said, "I got to get everything I can into this. Lego's going to hire me, or they're not going to hire me as a lifestyle coordinator."
So Algoff says he doesn't like the color, maybe two-tone. Do you mean like the leaves or the base or the flowers? Like which what color are you referring to? Lego T.
green and white. It's kind of just two tones.
Yeah, I do agree. If there was a little bit more depth in the color of the leaves, it might be more intriguing.
Well, I
but
think even the peachy
it's
color
also
of the
fine.
vase, like
Yeah.
if they could change the vase from that peach color. You know, I don't
peachy
know,
peach.
something a little darker.
Yeah.
Also, I would say the chrome on that lamp, like the finish on this, just seems out of place. It makes it seem like it's AI.
Are there corduroy curtains? Oh, is there also a dreidel?
Yeah, there's like a top right here.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a
Oh,
dreidel.
it's not a
just-
dreidel. It's a top. Yeah.
Yeah, just a top. Like, why do you have a top in the picture? I don't know.
It's like a snake charming basket down there on the bottom left.
Yeah, there certainly is.
Yeah. Yep. Next to your whole giant stack, there are like two and a half shelves full of empty cardboard boxes. I'm assuming they're empty. Maybe they're full.
Yeah,
But
sure.
these are just various like Apple products came in these boxes.
And that's where they put all their junk mail, of course,
Could be.
that they haven't gone through yet. Yeah. That's-
Close up of the flower.
The pot is what Al Goff meant. Oh, look, we've got a trio. They actually admitted that they sell other products.
Yeah, you got the hibiscus.
Risking
The-
somebody saying like not all three of these flowers came with this set.
Yeah, the hibiscus, the orchid, and then the peace lily in the middle.
Like what Team B says, if it wasn't for the window, I think this person was living in a storage unit. And the corduroy
Corduroy
curtains.
shelves really help. or
Yeah.
curtains really help. Yes, this thing behind is I don't know,
Why is one of them on a book?
good question because it's not as tall as the other ones.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
it's a small man syndrome problem for that plant.
We had to make it comparable, so it's the centerpiece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I would do to give it a boost of confidence and put it on a book.
We charge as much for this one, but it's not as big. So put it on a book to make it look as big.
Actually, I think it is a little bit bigger, but probably
That's exactly what they're asking us to do.
And here's a piece of
Well,
lily
hi,
over
baby.
here. Completely different pot though. Like, come on.
That's a real pot.
That's what they're shooting.
And real daylilies or peace lilies or whatever lilies these are. Tron says, "Hey, don't dump on people living in storage units." Oh, wait, no. What he says is, Tron, is don't dump on the storage unit lifestyle.
Fair enough. There's
Yeah.
a video, but
Look
it's
at
just
my room.
spinning. Oh, maybe not. Should we watch the video?
Oh, sure.
Here we go.
It's just a 360.
I know. Right?
Oh, we are getting.
Oh, so we. I love that they just showed more of the crap on the shelf.
Jeez, look at that lamp.
His lip filler ran out by the time they did this video, I believe. Maybe not. Jesus. Nah, I'm definitely gonna buy it now that I've seen this video. Actually, I do like how some of these branches are curvy.
Yeah,
that's
or it
cute.
does look deeper blue in that video.
Yeah.
So there we go. I don't know why this one got a video. Was that video worthy? Is this a video worthy set, guys?
I don't know. Good question. I'd say no. Yeah. Say no. That's a question.
All right. So we'll move on now to the daisies.
Daisy.
This is in our $15 price bracket, kind of like the cherry blossoms, which, by the way, totally goated parts back.
Well, a daisy if you do.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the daisies. $15, 133 pieces, priced apart, not perfect, but not horrible. Coming soon, January 1st. Here they are.
I'm excited about all these parts, actually.
Yeah. All right. So we got the sunflowery piece in white.
Yeah.
Daisy-ish looking piece in white.
Yeah.
Got a ladybug. We got the daisy sunflowery piece in a dark blue purple. It's a purpley color, like a light purple.
Yeah. What color is that?
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
It's like a medium purple versus like the more lilac-y color that we have up here.
Yeah. I don't immediately recognize it, and I'm excited to see whether parts come in that color, whatever medium violetish sort of color that ends up being.
Yeah.
I think it's called medium violet-ish.
Medium violet-ish. Yes.
Yeah. But I think it'll be fun creating Wisteria, which is I'm doing with Miss Slobrickta.
I assume this is a 2x2 tile in here.
Tron says this is a new color.
Okay, could be.
Sarah DeRosset says, I love these. Hint, hint, VMAC husband. Tron says, still unsure about that guy in the video. Maybe an AI person.
Who's to say?
Anything's possible.
Yeah. This might not be as goated for my build style as the cherry blossom.
Oh, yeah. No chance.
You know?
Yeah.
What do the rest of you guys think?
It reminds me of the smaller bouquet that they released like around Mother's Day, that one last year. Like it was small. It wasn't like the bigger bouquets.
No.
You remember that one?
They did have a small bouquet. It was like a $30.
Yeah, it was Lauren. I think it was even less than that.
Let's see.
Yeah, because Mo got me that for Mother's Day, and it was. I was shocked that it was smaller. That's why I noticed it, because it was like a petite. So I think that's more of a petite. There it is, right there.
Yeah, the petite bouquet.
Good memory. Yeah, I like this one. This came out with a bunch of fun parts and new colors.
Yeah, it did.
By the way, Ben was right. $30.
Good job.
Oh, you were right. I'm sorry.
Yep, 372 pieces. So better price to
That's
parts
a great.
ratio than
Yeah, exactly.
May I interrupt for a second, Ben?
Of course. We found the lamp. Oh wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I believe we're looking at lavender, medium lavender. And if the third one is bright pink or a new color.
Yeah, I don't think it's either. I think it's a new color.
Yeah. I didn't realize this piece now comes in this many colors. I love using this piece. I'm low-key obsessed with this piece.
Well, there you go.
Ooh, yay. That was the BrickLink breakdown.
That is correct, yes.
Thank you. Original Brig says, Mark, the new color is the proper Django Fett purple. Wait a minute, then laughs. So yes, no?
I don't know.
We are talking quite a bit about color and lifestyle shots.
Well, technically not lifestyle, just the set itself.
Yeah.
So gray area?
That's what screwed me over in the first place. I guess we should say product shots, because that's what
there you go. Yeah.
I placed the gamble on and lost. Tron says, Daisy, give me your answer due. Also says, sorry, had a HAL 2000 moment there.
Here
It's all good. That's what we call our
Okay.
chat GPT.
So the way that this glass vase is formed, it makes it look like it has water in the bottom. I don't actually think it does, but they did put them in a vase.
I think you are
Me,
correct.
I tend to put them in the old Lego Pick-a-Brick cups with either 1x1s or beans in them to hold the stems. That's how I do my bouquets.
Or beans. Okay.
Yeah, beans. I don't remember what the type of bean it is.
Does not
Bushes.
come with
Dried beans.
does not come with soil. I'm glad you could just throw those comments in live now, VMAC. We don't have to like him and Haw over bringing them up. They're just part of the live stream now.
Lots of pictures of the flowers themselves. Now we got to another lifestyle shot.
Yeah, and you're
A
right
lot
about the you're right about the vase.
Yeah. Girl out of focus building. Now she's in focus. She is excited.
She is so happy with these. Wow.
Okay, tell me what she's wearing, please. A green hoodie with something on it with a sweater over it? You can
Yes.
do this?
I don't know. Maybe it's really cold there.
I am confused. Yeah, where is she building this? She's in the storage shed too. It's freezing in there.
She's in the storage shed next door.
Okay.
Adjoining storage.
Same
shed.
corduroy curtains, so you might be right.
She's in Antarctica, and those are the tendrils from the thing coming out of the
Yeah,
corner.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. The struggle is real.
They really just threw a bunch of crap on that desk, man.
Look, the
She-
iPad shot might actually be from this set.
Exactly. She's definitely not the one that she's on.
It's
not?
right on this.
Is she in a wheelchair? Is she?
Might be.
What I wondered.
Regardless of whether or not she's in a wheelchair, she's still wearing a sweatshirt with a sweater over it,
Oh, she might be.
which is confusing.
Well, then the cuffs there look like a third shirt's in play.
Kind of. Yeah, she's like got the sleeve rolled up, and then the second sleeve rolled up under it. So I don't know. There you go.
Wow.
A look at the 3-leaf piece that came in that bonsai tree in white now as well.
She looks like they would have smushed her into all of those clothings. Yeah, this
Ooh,
is gratuitous
Oh,
extra
Pretty.
botanical sets. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
They tend to do this with more line than any other, putting other sets in the shots. Is like, look how many Lego botanicals you can have on your shelves.
we got our drippy pottery over here.
Yeah, with holding brushes, of course.
Yeah, right there. Yep, we got a number of vases.
Number of them, yes.
And then
I
happy
like
plants, of course, made the appearance. Too small, we've been told. Happy
It's
plants.
too cute. It's so cute.
but my mom loved them. And these seem to be all the ones that don't come with brick built vases. Well, with the exception of the new cacti one,
which we will get to in a minute. But there it is. Let's see if we got a video for this one. We did not.
Aw,
$15 is not enough for a video.
I guess not.
And let's see here. Last of our botanicals is the flowering cactus. 482 pieces, $35. So we finally tipped our price to part back the right direction.
How many of these sand green pieces are new?
Yeah, good question. We've got the double cheese.
Oh, it's connected tube to tube there, anti-stud to anti-stud. See that extra gap there in the bottom?
Yeah.
For some reason, it's probably connected by, I would guess, a Technic axle or something. And I don't know why. Maybe that's the only way they can make it rounded.
Holes in it.
What's that?
I think it's the 1x2 brick with the 2 holes in it down here.
Okay.
Top, maybe it's a different piece, but yeah, it does look like they're rounded on the corners. So they do have a bar or some sort of connector in them.
Pause.
We're paused.
Okay, so these are all the new, the molds and new colors. Magenta shields, yes.
Yep.
Need.
Got
My
some circles in
apologies.
those. Where are you going?
Ah, wah, wah.
What are you
Where are we
doing?
going? What's
What are you
happening?
doing? Here we go.
Okay. Hands off. There you go. Okay. Construction of the cactus.
Yeah, so we got magenta shields, and yeah, it looks like the cactus. It's
Right.
2 sections of what is it? 8 or 6 around. Anyway, you build them kind of
Okay.
two directions and then
Slot them
slide
together. Yeah, we got consensus from Al. He also thinks it's a wheelchair.
Okay. So yeah, these if you want this color green, which I tend to like,
Me too.
might be a nice little set, and you get a bunch of magenta shields, so you can make a magenta faction for
Eldolf is
your
a fan.
castles. I do like this cactus.
I like it as well. I mean, I definitely like. Again, for parts pack, I'm definitely picking this up. It's a mere $35.
Right.
Depending on build
482
technique,
pieces.
those magenta shields could make some nice roof tiling.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, great point.
I've also got the triangle piece in the darker color,
That's like the old yield sign, like the old city sign piece. Yeah.
and I use that
Like.
piece in black as the triangle for the flexagons.
Like. Original Briggs says it's growing over the pot on the bloomed one. Odd choice.
Yeah, they're both. This one's outside the pot too, slightly.
They're both like chunkier than the vase they gave them in.
And then we got that blue color. All right, got another big old lamp here, Brick Dad.
Is it mapping also a raid? PBJ Builds is here. Notice Shack is here. Mapping the Miles is here. It's a mapping raid. That's what it says. Thank you, Mapping the Miles, for bringing people back to us. Titanium J has joined us. Hey, long time no see, buddy. Good to see you here tonight through Twitch. Welcome, Twitch raid. Very happy about that.
We have a ladder to nowhere here, guys.
Oh, we are back to the original tropes.
Do we have a ladder to nowhere? Look at this.
Wait, this is for kids? I'm just going to focus on the lifestyle.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Lifestyle
Why
model
is there a
first.
building.
Is this? Yeah, this seemed to be something they were aiming towards adults, and now it like maybe they just want to like diversify it. Like kids could still build this.
It's not just adults.
Yeah, it's not just adults anymore, right? Why is there a low hanging lamp in front of the
adults? Welcome.
There's a low hanging lamp in front of the ladder to nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. We've also this is just like the previous lifestyle model. She's got her sleeve rolled up, and the sleeve underneath is also rolled up.
It does look like there's 3 different shirts on her as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Layering. Are these all in Chicago? Oh, and her desk is on a sawhorse. For those of you who don't know, if you go outside in Chicago without layers in fall or spring, you're an insane person. Original Briggs also says they realize adults are giving them to their kids. Now they started marketing to them. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. So we're building
this again.
This is a shot that Brick Dad showed us, but not blown up. We again have an iPad. Looks like we might be on this. Maybe not the step, but it's probably in the set.
I don't think it is because that's one of the stem pieces, and I don't think this cactus has any stems.
Yeah,
I honestly don't think that piece exists in the set.
You might be right.
That's my take on it.
It's more believable though than some of the other ones we've seen.
Sure. I'll give it that.
A botanical set. Maybe
it's from the same line. Yeah, exactly. It might be from the botanical theme.
She's got a pencil bag over here, but it's empty because all of her pencils are in the clay pot. And she's building on a piece of like fancy corkboard.
Yeah.
Oh.
The fanciest. Yeah. It stops the pieces from rolling away. That's actually not a bad idea. Build on cork.
The cactus is not particularly big.
No.
It looks like
it's not the most convincing botanical set either. I'm definitely picking this up, by the way, because it's a great parts pack, but I don't think it's gonna be like it's not gonna fake anybody out. Like, is that a real cactus? It's definitely blocky.
Yeah, but price apart, and then just the quality of the parts in particular.
This is the same shot.
It is. This is the same shot as it was from the daisies. But look, we do have our goated cherry blossoms here.
I'm assuming Brick Dad is on it, but JVB is asking where this lamp might come from.
Oh, nice packaging.
IKEA.
Oh, just IKEA. All right. So yeah, question: $35 worth of video. What do you guys think?
I'm going to say no. Oh, I was wrong. I was going to say no. Here we go. Ringbolt is here from Twitch. Thanks for joining us tonight as part of Mapping the Miles raid. Again, appreciate that very much. Yeah, it is a cool set. It's got a lot of great pieces. I'm not going to build it, of course, but I'm definitely going to pick it up, as I said, for a parts pack for sure.
Yeah, I will say, looking at this, it looks like there are some decent
that ladder,
techniques
man.
in it. Yeah, we get a good look at that ladder. There it is back there. Just to nowhere. I don't know. There it is, ladder to nowhere. But yeah, it was worthy of a video.
Yeah, well, good to know. I would say the new botanical sets we have this week, these lifestyle shots have brought us just a plethora of new accoutrements.
This is the style you aspire to. It's flawless, expensive, and new. No two chairs are matching, and the fig tree is dying. Look, there are little balls on the shelf. I just made you say balls. Accoutrement in the bowl. Accoutrement. Blank canvas on the wall. Blank canvas. Tripping hazard on the stairs. The stairs are a shelf. Lifestyle shots with our ladder to nowhere. Yeah! We've got the antique stapler next to a meaningless roll of twine. We found grandmother surrounded by books with no spine. The photoshopped iPad is on a step, and dad's old ashtray looks just fine. Accoutrement in the bowl. Accoutrement. Blank canvas on the wall. Blank canvas. Tripping hazard on the stairs. The stairs are a shelf. Lifestyle shots with our ladder to nowhere. Yeah.
That was pure. That was a heater for sure.
We haven't had a new song for a while. That is killer, VMAC. That is just thank you for bringing it to us instead of putting it on your own channel. So for those of you who don't know, VMAC does his own brick films, animated brick films, and writes his own music, and the same way we do with the GarageBand. But I think you're probably one of the better lyricists I've seen use some of the AI music writing techniques out there. We got lots of dubs in the chats for you on this. Fully deserved, man. That's definitely going to get a replay this evening. It is, as I agree with Lego Team B, it is too good. It is so much fun. It's definitely a banger that we're dancing to it just as much as we do to my Latin pop walk up. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It's quite an earworm too.
It certainly is. But the lyrics are fantastic. Like, really well done, man. Oh, and here we found our lamp. Ah, perfect.
The IKEA format desk lamp sold by Jane. Maybe it's Yane. We don't know.
Well, it's actually been discontinued and no longer in production, so it's secondary market purchases only, unless you bought it original, which I'm sure Lego did, when they first got it and put it in the storage unit that the guy was building it. And then gave it to his daughter while she was building the cactus.
We're having way too much fun with that one. Oh, great. That's awesome. That makes me so happy. Yeah, maybe this one will stop the Brick Dad Builds walk-up song from getting stuck in my head every damn day.
Man.
Ringbolt also says the Lego Japanese red maple bonsai tree looks great too. Yeah, we went over that. We dove deep into that one. We were all really excited about that. I think I bought that day one. Actually, it's now just in the closet of shame. But you know.
Yeah. So this is a Jan 1 release based on the fact that it's $35. May or may not find it at Costco, but it'd be great if I did. Where it'd probably be $27, and I could just load up.
Oh, Lego Team B says, great. First it's retired Lego, now I have to chase retired lamps.
Yep.
retiring. We're gonna do retiring soon from the IKEA catalog. It's like all the Legos you need to do on retiring sets.
Make sure you get your lamps. Super said another fantastic line in the song. I just made you say balls. Yep, absolutely. VMAC.
Hazard on the stairs.
Al Goff has some great ideas for Lego videos. I would love to see the two of you collaborate. Have you two met each other in real life?
Twice.
Twice. Okay.
Nice.
Ringbolt is definitely into this red maple. It's a good set. It's a really good set. Lots of great new parts. And it's the first time we saw that tri sword leaf piece, which I believe comes in tomato soup, if I'm not mistaken, in that set. But yeah, I believe we also had a comment up here about the botanicals from Ringbolt. Yep. Have built many of the Lego botanical sets and have enjoyed building each and every one that I built. They are rather cool and they're great for parts packs. Ben and I have bought several of them. And Mapping the Miles was wondering, I believe you just went over this.
1st.
Yep.
So this is a Gen 1 release. Yeah, I would say of botanicals, and there are, a wide range now. There have been 3 that I have bought the crap out of, if you can say that, I don't know. But the original bonsai tree is a complete steal.
Yeah.
I think they're typically $40 when you can find them, just pretty much any time. Maybe even sometimes $30. Great parts for trees.
Mm-hmm.
They do have the price the part is a little off because you get a bunch of pink frogs as well as some 1x1 round tiles in there. But there's lots of brown tiles for like wood planks and that kind of stuff. So I bought a lot of that one. Then the dried flower centerpiece, which I don't think you can find anymore, had a lot of great fall colors in it. And then the cherry blossom. So those are the 3 that I've really bought a lot of for parts pack. If you're more into regular flowers or more color, lots of other great choices too. But those are sort of my top 3 botanical big dogs that I've really liked.
Agree with you there.
Yeah. Excellent retrospective there. Perhaps we should dedicate some night to the botanicals line and do another botanicals silliness segment. God knows that'll get me in trouble again. Mine was a little questionable, without a doubt.
Yes. You know what's also funny is reading the specifications section. So this is like you'd find on Amazon. The whole, this is what we envision the set is for, and like the bullet points are always stupid. So we won't go over that this time. But if you want to,
lose some brain cells.
Company,
yeah.
Just go and read a couple of those sometimes.
All right. Well, this banger's bouncing around in everybody's head, but we're going to make you wait till we get to the end of the next silliness segment to hear that song again. In the meantime, since we've got some new audience members here, enjoy one of our other commonly enjoyed songs here on this stream.
Larry's castle stood so tall, we all sat in awe. Think outside the blocks gave a round of applause. Proud and inspired, Larry showed the grand hall. Physics took over, we all watched the grand fall. Bricks fail, crashing dreams to the ground. In that moment, silence was the only except for Mark screaming, no, 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 no. Troy was grabbing a beer, hey, what happened, bro?
I pulled a moto.
No, you didn't.
I did. Under the castle, so dragons live here, right?
Oh my god, yes.
Level 1 dungeons. We got kitchens. This is a double high. This is the grand hall.
No, 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 no.
Like the grand hall.
I believe everything happens for a reason, and
maybe this reason is for you to rebuild it better, bigger and better.
Shut up, Troy. My castle just fell. There's only 6 weeks to go. I'm in a full hell.
I always gotta scramble to make sure I'm here in time to hit the "Shut Up, Troy" banner, because that's my favorite part of that song. In fact, when Troy and I are on the same stream and I don't tell him to shut up, he like has anxiety about it. It's like almost funny that he's like waiting for me to say it to him. But that was our first BrickWorld song right there.
Yeah.
Larry's castle falling over. Oh, Larry, I would have cried, says Fallen Angel. You know, you might have cried. We tried to make Larry cry by playing that like right across from him at BrickWorld, like on a loop.
I did not mean for that to happen. It just happened to be where we put the video wall.
But he did rebuild the castle, and it was beautiful. So it did end. All is well that ends well. In fact, some might say it wasn't a mistake. It was a happy accident.
No, good point.
Rebuilding it, as Troy suggested, bigger and better.
Yeah. And good night, everybody. No, I'm kidding. Ringbolt
So
says,
says Bob Ross, and yeah, we're out.
Yeah, they just finished building the Lego Creator 3-in-1 Dragon set. Had fun building each of the builds. Smoky Smoke says Brick Dad had his own Larry Legend moment this evening. I forgot the guy's name. Let's try and reference it earlier. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Do we have a picture of the new one? I do not. We had Larry on the show. I should, but that was a year where I was not able to get many pictures. I'm sure one exists somewhere. We should have it handy for when people want to say like what happened to him after showing that he had 6 full weeks. That's plenty of time.
Larry update. He's still rebuilding it.
So on the Run a Show, we're on 6. Great Parenting and Goat. For those of you who are new around here, after we talk Lego news and mocks, so catch that on the replay, we get into just some Lego-related silliness. Normally, Mark and I both do or collaborate on something, but today we have a pinch hitter. We've got our friend Vince, Mr. VMAC himself, bringing us a game. So let's let host VMAC run us a game today.
All right, try to do this properly.
Right.
You better get it right the first time.
So
can't call it prices right because that would, infringe on something. So we're going with Guess the Price Lego Edition.
And it has to start with G, so.
True, and our letter of the week is G, so guess.
So I'm going to play Bob. You
Nice.
guys will all guess. And I didn't have time to embed the HTML code into the slides. So I'm just going to write down off screen your bids.
All right.
Then maybe that's something I could fix in post.
Sounds fun.
Okay,
so Price is Right type rules here.
Yeah, so we'll do a regular item, and you guys will all guess. These are off of Facebook Marketplace, so they're
Facebook Marketplace.
So we'll get the description and the pictures of what's for sale. Then you guys bid. Whoever has the highest retail value at the end, the highest 2, will go into the showcase.
Oh, nice.
So,
all right.
So
elaborate.
First up, we have Lego Dreams Creatures. So here for sale is a lot of Lego Dreams sets: Izzy and Bunchu the Bunny, Mateo Z-Blob Robot, Miss Castillo's Turtle Van, Crocodile Car, and Zoe and Zion the Cat Owl. They come with minifigures, accessories shown, and are in good condition. They were only ever used to display and are a little dusty. I can ship them. Buyer pays for shipping. And this is in Church Falls, Virginia. So pictures of all of these. I can go back if you need to see more. So we'll start with Ben. What is your bid?
I don't need the actual retail price here. I want the little Facebook.
Well, this is
sale
the actual retail price is what they are calling the price.
Oh, interesting.
Actual retail of what they're asking for it.
Yes. The actual retail price of the ask.
So Ben, you are correct. It is the Facebook market value price that we're looking at.
All right. So, and we had what, 5 sets in there or 4 sets in there?
Liam's here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, Lego TV. I don't like these lifestyle shots either. It actually makes me feel bad at making fun of Lego so badly because these are crap.
I'm gonna say they are asking for something a bit unreasonable, but not insanely unreasonable. So I'm gonna bid $150, Bob.
150. All right, Lene.
He took mine. I was right there at 150, so now I've decided to go higher or lower. I'm thinking the same. I think they want close to retail, and I think they have added some emotional value to these weirdly.
Emotional damage. Oh, no.
Yeah, because I'm saying that because they said only used to display just a little. It's like, they're trying to say it's like brand new. So they would want like brand new money, in my opinion, and they're built. So I said 151. So I don't know. I'm sorry, I said 150. So I'm gonna go 149 because maybe it's a little lower.
That only
149,
gives you
Bob.
the exact. Okay,
All right.
149.
That's a strategy. Yeah.
Oh, you want the exact? So 145. Then let me go 145.
145. All right, you're locked in
Finally.
at 145.
Locked in.
All right, Brick Dad.
75, Bob. 75. Because it doesn't say I know what I've got. Don't lowball me. So.
But that means, Brick Dad, that they're expecting you to negotiate, so they overprice it by 25%.
Yeah, Mark.
I'm gonna go the opposite direction. I'm gonna say 230.
230.
Yeah, I'm just testing my skill at this. I might really suck at this.
All right. Actual retail price 110.
Ooh,
so that goes to Brick Dad.
Oh, nice. Well done.
All right. Next up.
Really want $10 for the negotiation. They're hoping to get you
And Map of the Miles, it is going to be Price is Right rules we're working with here.
Closest without going over.
Ooh, all right. So it's a bunch of figures.
Legos, full sets, and action Lego men. I don't know what an action Lego man is, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Lego Team B wants to sell to me. I don't know what's in the upper left-hand corner there.
Assorted Legos tote full to the top. There are 7 book instructions with all the pieces throughout the tote mixed, and I have all the action figures that go with the tote. I'm asking blank. So we have this, which looks like on a bed sheet. I think it's all figs.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a tote. These are definitely all genuine Legos in this tote. I can tell right away.
I definitely don't see
100%
one of those walking spiders from Hex Bugs or
a Chibi X-wing in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, we've definitely got a piece for like one of those giant ball maze
the marble
things.
run thing.
The marble, the marble runs.
Yeah.
Part of
Minecraft
instructions.
Oh, it's all the crappy sets too. Okay.
And the Action Men.
The Action Men.
The Lego Action Men. These are all, again, genuine Lego figures. It says right in the description.
Okay, first question. I believe I see one Lego minifigure in this slide.
That's not a question, but yeah, I agree.
Does anyone see more than one?
No.
Let's see.
Okay. So, Brick Dad won the last, so we'll start with him for the first bid.
You know what? I'm going to play this one for Lene. I'm going 75.
Lego Team B needs them some Lego Action Men.
All right, Mark, you're up.
I'm up? All right, because I blew it so badly last time.
Well, just whoever goes won the last one, and then just go to the right. Like.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, gotcha. I'm going to go with $50.
50.
Yeah.
All right. Ben?
I'm going to go over Brick Dad here. I could still get sniped by Lene though. So I'm gonna go with
Don't say it.
I'm gonna go with $76.
Ooh. All right, Lene.
So let me clarify. Like raggedy blue tote full of Lego, right?
Yeah.
And the action men on the bed.
Yep.
Yes.
Everything you see here.
No, it's not everything.
Not
But
those acid wash
here's my
jeans.
psychology. I could be so wrong. Yeah, no, it's a body in those jeans.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna say 200. No, I'm gonna be fair. I was gonna say 200. So.
Oh, so Ben
right.
wins it with the 76.
76 sniped it. Sorry about that.
Do it.
Oh, so apparently it was in the description.
I didn't see it.
I forgot to mark it out on the secondary pages, so my bad.
Oops.
Oops.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see that till he was re-scrolling though at the end.
But normally people who are in the bed with the picture.
Happy little accidents.
Happy accidents, yes.
All right. Next up for bid. Huge Lego lot. Everything you need for a kid's dream. Well over $2,000 worth of Legos, shelves and drawers included, all the blocks as well as the sets pictured and videoed.
Shelves
Elsa
and drawers.
Castle, Catamaran, Swim House Pool, AT-AT, Campers, Police Station, Star Wars Plane, tons of Legos.
Star Wars
will
Plane.
include instruction books too.
Oh, and AT-AT.
Other pics, yeah.
So
Yes,
you get the storage solution as well with
wow.
this.
And loose brick. Nice.
Go back one.
This official Lego
definitely
City
not
Police set.
The Lego City Police set.
I believe this was in the Blockoverse video.
It might be.
Car Best Police.
For boys and girls.
Okay, so that's all of them. Again, 100% genuine Lego. It says right in the description. Is this plain piece?
Yeah, that's official Lego. That's from the Indiana Jones set. From not Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Came in that bomber, that German bomber.
Ben won the last one, so he's
340.
going first.
Yeah, so Ben, your bid.
They're like, hey, this is well over 2,000 worth. So I'm going to tell you that you're getting your money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want enough money to get a plane ticket to Vegas and put it all on red.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, I'm going to say, psychology-wise, they are asking you 500 big ones for this lot.
500
big ones.
All right, Lene.
Ben keeps taking my answers. I'm just
501.
The worst.
Man,
Briggs on 750.
You've upset me, Ben. I'm going 750. I'm just gonna go out the ball. Just 750.
750.
Water. There you go.
All right, Brick Dad.
Oops, sorry, baby. Throwing Lego at Orion here.
Okay, Mark, whatever answer I give, you cannot go $1 over.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
Do it, Mark.
On that lot right there, they're saying well over $2,000. So I'm actually going to go $2,000.
Okay. I'll get under that because I do think you're right. They're saying it's $2,000 worth of Lego and there's a shelving and storage system in it. I think they're really trying to play the mental game though. So I'm going to go 1,500.
1,500. Actual retail price is 600. Ben again.
Oh, wow.
Ben.
Yes.
Nicely done.
All
I'm
right.
not going after Ben anymore.
Next up, miscellaneous Lego sets. Several Lego sets for sale. Sets are not 100% complete, as you can see. Maybe missing a piece or two stages of the Saturn V. No minifigures are included. Please message with any questions or offers.
No
I believe
minifigures
this is
are
the
included.
only picture.
That's it.
Yeah. So you get the first stage of the Saturn V.
This has been listed for 7 weeks, which means they're not asking for a reasonable amount. Though
I agree.
they do have 4 ratings of 5 stars. So they're, not the craziest person in the entire world.
4 full
But this
ratings, yeah.
This is complete junk.
No figgy, no biases, JVB.
Yeah. I've got to go first though, so I can't put $1 on it and hope you all overshoot.
Right.
So I'm gonna say they want.
Don't say it, Ben.
They want $70 for this.
$70. All right, Lene, your bid.
I was gonna say 150.
150.
Because they have high ratings, so it must be quality, but high.
All right, Brick Dad.
They said how many sets? 5 sets? 6 sets?
1/3 of one.
Portions of several. I don't think they really say.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Did they
It
say
says it might be missing a piece or two.
might be missing a piece or two? Okay, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna hit 99.
99. All right, Mark.
I think this person knows they don't have much to go on here. There's no figgies. I'm going to go 50.
50.
Yeah.
No figure, no buy. That's why it's been on there for 7 weeks. So
Actual retail price $165.
Jesus.
Lene.
Damn it.
Jesus. That's why it's still on there, guys.
Yeah, it's a little high
$100 over.
for $40 at your local BAM store.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
no,
Legos,
no,
as
it wouldn't even
says
be
in
$40 at the BAM store because they'd have to put it all back together and find all the missing pieces. So it would just go on the bulk table. It wouldn't even be that.
So here we have the father-son playing IED.
Yes.
And I believe there's one more picture. Yes, and the Call of Duty Harrier.
Oh.
So the USS Enterprise, $100, never open, boxes smashed, but items are okay. Well, if it's never been opened, how do you know they're okay? But anyway,
400 on
these
eBay?
sell for $400 on eBay, and the Call of Duty has been opened, but is all there for $50 retail, over 300. I don't know. That's not a good way to word things. I think it retails for $50 for the Call of Duty is what it's saying. Over 300 new pickup, Preble County. I don't know what that means either. But so there you have it. You have the Call of Duty Harrier and the Blockleverse Carrier. Lene, you have the honors.
Is this Flego? This is Flego.
It's
Mhm.
Lego.
Oh, it says Legos right here in the description.
Yes,
Oh,
it is Lego.
I stand corrected. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say because they have it in a box and everything, they it seems like they really think they have a gold mine here, and this was a good investment. I'm gonna say 150. I'm gonna say 150 again. Yeah, super. I'm with you. I'm going 150 again.
All right, Brick Dad.
300.
I believe that too.
Mark.
5,000 because I saw the answer on the screen and I know that somebody already hit it.
I will counter with this.
Welcome to Blockleverse, no souls around. Cheap sights and sounds, no life to be found. Photoshop toys on twin Siamese. Fathers and sons making IEDs. Welcome to the Blockleverse, everyone is checked. Water slides are funny, hands are grotesque. Car pest police, house cake topped off. Minnie's passed out, her head's popped off. Welcome to the Blockleverse, where dreams distort. Bad Photoshop, orphans in an eastern port.
So my bid is IED. Thank you.
Jazzy Viking Brick says it looks like they listed it while they were still at the yard sale. Elgoff is guessing 200.
Yeah, I believe Lene is correct. So
I
I'm
believe she
guessing
is as well.
IED.
I also think so. Yeah.
I missed another one. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
All right, extra Lene, right on the money.
Nailed Lene.
All right, so now we're heading into our final one for the preliminary. Ben
Got
is in
nothing
the
to
lead
lose.
with 730. Lene is in second with 215, and Brick Dad is in third with 110.
Who's
And
got three right?
Mark is yet to be on the board.
No, it's the amount. It's the amount of money. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Liam says, never forget the times me and Dad built IEDs for those capitalist dogs.
Okay, Lene, you have honors once again. Lego table and large bin of Legos. Homemade Lego table and large bin of miscellaneous Legos. Porch pickup located near Maple Crest Road and Trier Road. Cash only, no holds. You pick up. So, this is definitely homemade, not a card table with some base plates.
A card table with base plates epoxied to
How
it.
are they
yes.
attached?
Base plates at
We
that.
need to know this.
Very, very clear photo. Great lighting too, chosen for this.
Oh yeah, sexy.
One bin is missing a piece.
Okay, can I see? I'm sorry. Can I see that one more time? This is the large bin, right?
I think all three pictures that have the bin is just this one bin and then the card table.
Okay, so it's a slide under the bed bin. The card table, is it broken? Oh,
No, those are plates.
It's homemade.
It's definitely got a tear up in the corner.
Definitely homemade table.
And
It's got,
those
like,
are like
leather,
those
the
are
fake
Dollar
leather
Store plates.
Yeah,
The
maybe
Dollar
they are.
Tree plates. Okay, and then the one bin.
Yeah.
Dollar Tree plates, one bin. I'm almost assuming they're trying to get 75 for that table, and 75. I'm going 150 again. 150 again. I think they think this is worth something.
All right, Brick Dad.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Supa's idea here with 80.
80. Mr.
I'm gonna
Mark.
hang with Supa on that one.
I'm going lower. I'm going 50.
50. And Ben.
I don't know, man. That table, man. That table's sad.
Not to some kid.
That's it.
I can go last, so I got two options here. Either do I say they're crazy and hit them with the 151, but I don't want to piss off Lene, so I'm just going to go straight up $1.
$1.
$1.
Actual retail price. 150 again, Lene.
Yes.
Nicely done.
So you will be facing off the showdown against Ben, and Ben is the higher earner. So we'll showcase one and then see if he wants to bid or pass. So showcase one, and this is for Ben to bid or pass. So first up, entire collection, mostly old Star Wars, all with boxes and books. Entire collection, all complete with boxes including minifigures and manuals, most built and separated. I'll try and list the set numbers, but I'm sure I missed some. There's also extra Legos, a bunch of Bionicle with manuals and containers too. And then it's just listed the set numbers that they have. So I can't determine much from this particular photo, but there is a bunch. And this is an entire collection.
Ooh. Man, got boxes. We got lots of stuff in here.
Those are sealed.
Looks like, I think they're mostly all
I think
built.
they're all open.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got a slave one in there. One of the slave ones. There's a lot in here. Lots of old Star Wars, as they said. Mars
The
Mission.
Mars. Okay, and then also included in yours. Oh, that's the price. But that doesn't matter for this one. Lego set, 1040 pieces. Lego set selling for my in-laws. They got it, opened it up, and said no way. Ha ha. Pickup in Coventry, Pennsylvania. So it is a Titanic in a bottle.
For $5.
That really changes the price on this.
Probably not, no.
Okay, so
Bid or pass. You know what? I'm going to pass this to the second Schwab. Lene,
You're passing that to me.
Renee, your
I am.
this entire collection and Titanic ship in a bottle.
Wow, you're too kind, Ben.
I mean, that should be nice.
And that's it.
That's it?
Or this is the big one. Okay, yeah.
That's it?
No, this is the big one, right? No, what? Ben set me up because Ben knows that I'm not a Star Wars fan, Ben did this on purpose. Ben knows I'm cool. Does not know how to bid. Ben is so cruel. Okay.
And I'm taking a lot
You
of
know
flack
what?
here.
I'm going to go out on a limb here because I don't even know where to start bidding. I think this is like a really expensive haul. Are all the pieces there? Is
This
somebody,
actually
like,
looks very well. Like this person,
answering
I would
privately?
guess, knows what they're doing.
Can I phone a friend?
No.
Okay.
This is Price is Right, not.
Okay.
Who
I
wants
mean,
to be on there?
nothing's going to stop you from looking in the comments, I guess.
Yeah, that was my phone a friend. Super. I think it's oh my gosh. I want to say 5,000, but I'm gonna go with 3. I'll say I want to say 5, but I'm gonna go with 3 because these are retired sets.
Locking in 3. 3,000. All right.
That's a fair guess.
On to showcase number 2.
And this showcase is for Ben.
This is
The old
showcase for
$5
Ben.
Titanic there.
So you have the Lego
Oh.
Death Star Death Waffle Edition, sealed in box, includes 38 minifigures. Great gift. And then this is just the stock description of it.
Liam, there were no sealed sets in there. No.
This is sealed.
In this one, yes, there are. Yes.
So Death Star.
The new Death Star?
Yeah, the new Death Waffle. You also get the Tower of Ornithanc. It doesn't say if it's sealed or anything, just no trades. And you get somebody that wants to come and build your Death Star for you, and they will pay you to let you build the Death Star.
I'd like to
pay
build
a small
new Lego
amount,
Death Star.
like blank, and disassemble it after, if requested, into the correct numbered bags. I just want the experience of building the new Lego Death Star without keeping it. So you get a
My wife
building
found-
buddy, somebody
my wife
that'll
found the
pay
credit
you to
card.
build Lego with them, the new Death Star,
Wife found the
and
credit card.
the Tower of Ornithanc.
Okay, so if I take am I taking the Death Star, adding the tower, and then subtracting this, or
No,
adding
this person is going to pay you to let you, so you let them build it.
right? So they're giving me money. I'm not.
Yeah, you
having
are. They're
paid.
giving you money for the privilege of building your Death Star.
But you have to buy it first.
You have to buy the Death Star, but they'll come and build it for you.
So then I get something off my Death Star. This is what I'm trying to figure out here.
I mean, you get paid money to build. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so what the seller is saying is buy all of this from me. And if you would like, or if you want, I will come and build it for you and pay you for the privilege of building it.
I know, but
But
this is. I
The
understand.
initial cost is what we're bidding on, correct?
No.
The cost
cheating.
plus
He's
what
getting
this
help.
person's offering to build it.
He's getting help.
No,
The
this
cost
is what I
of
want to
2 Lego sets plus how much
Let's
this
just say
person
that.
is going to give
Let's
you.
just say that. Okay. Let's just say, for example, BMAC.
VMAC, this is
Death
awesome.
Star's $100. This is not what it is. Death Star's $100. Or thinks $100. Then this person says $100 for building the set. Does that mean I would bid 3,000?
Correct.
300?
Yes.
Only 100.
You're
This isn't
bidding.
group work.
You're adding whatever they're going to pay you to build to the tally.
Weird. Okay.
So if they're
I got
if
it.
they're going to
I
pay
got
you $100, then you add
got it.
$100.
I got it. Okay.
He got a lot of help. This became a group project.
No.
Brick Dad explained it. Last question. No,
No.
he got help. This,
Wait,
I was
You're
saying
just jealous
Boo
because you didn't get the
earns-
building buddy, Lene.
here's the thing. So
Where's
you
our
shouldn't-
Boo Earns banner?
You should not, under any circumstance, buy the Death Star off
And that's-
a Facebook Marketplace because
and
you can
that's-
still buy it at retail.
That's for Ben, not Lene.
thank you.
You're
He
welcome.
got, Mark, did you see the? So it was group work. That's what I'm saying. He talked to BMAC about it. He talked to Brick. He consulted everybody but me. I tried to phone a friend and I was told no. But go ahead, Ben, please.
How?
I've never seen somebody post, "Can I come and play with your Lego?" on Marketplace.
It's a weird one. I wouldn't even know how to price this out. It's crazy.
All right, this is what I'm going to say. The morons want you to pay $1,500 for the Death Star because they're stupid, even though you can just buy it for $1,000. They want you to pay $800 for Orthanc. It's probably worth more than that, actually. It's retired. Did it say it was new in box? I don't know. I think they did.
They didn't say.
They didn't say. Okay, $800 for that. So that's what, $2,300 plus $100 to come build that stupid thing. So is that, what am I at? $2,400. We're gonna go $2,400, Bob.
All right, $2,400.
We got some guesses around the same amount from several people.
Okay.
All right, let's see here.
Showcase number 1. Lene had the entire collection and the Titanic. She bid $3,000. Came in at $3,505. A difference of $505.
Go.
Wow.
I was going to go 30,
off.
35. Tag on it.
Wow.
Then had the new Death Waffle, the Tower of Ornament, Building Buddy. He bid $2,400, and it came in at
$29.
Lene is our winner.
Oh, I thought I lost. Yay!
Oh man. So what did they want? What did the Building Buddy want? $29?
$50. He would pay you $50 to come and build it for him.
What do I win?
The Death Star, they wanted
What do I win?
$979 and $1,000 for the tower.
Pride, nicely done.
Yeah, I was
They wanted
surprised that
less?
the Death Star was not way overmarked. So,
All right. Well, before we get on to Ben's game, I promised that we'd hear it one more time, and I'm itching to hear it. So here it is, our newest song written by VMAC Attack himself, Accoutrement.
This is the style you aspire to. It's flawless, expensive, and new. No two chairs a matching, and the fig tree is dying. Look, there are little balls on the shelf. I just made you say balls. Accoutrement in the bowl. Accoutrement. Blank canvas on the wall. Blank canvas. Tripping hazard on the stairs. The stairs are a shelf. Lifestyle shots with our ladder to nowhere. Yeah! We've got the antique stapler next to a meaningless roll of twine. We found grandma's urn surrounded by books with no spine. The photoshopped iPad is on a step, and dad's old ashtray looks just fine. Accoutrement in the bowl. Accoutrement. Blank canvas on the wall. Blank canvas. Tripping hazard on the stairs. The stairs are a shelf. Lifestyle shots with our ladder to nowhere. Yeah!
There.
Just
Right.
so good.
Okay, so VMAC requires that we have some sort of logo to start our games. By the way, my son handed this to me when I went upstairs quick. He was working on printing a Lego 3D printed dynamite.
Oh, nice.
The wick is missing. Apparently, he threw it and broke it off already. Got some gold dynamite with me. Okay, so VMAC insists that we have some sort of goofy logo. So here it is. However, this particular topic was assigned to me by Brick Dad and Mark while Mark was, as he describes it, a little lit.
A little lit.
And I was like, what am I going to do with this for Lego? So I decided to completely flip it on its ear. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a set like this, Treasure Surprise from 1996. And I'm going to ask you, what were the two most expensive sets in the wave? Its parents, if you will. Were they good parents or bad parents? So
Okay.
now you have to rack your brain and think, Pirates 96, was that a good year or a bad year for Pirates? And tell me if it's going to have good parents or duds for parents.
You got to tell us who you're asking first, or we just have to like come to consensus.
You can do it however you want, man. How do you
All
want
right, I'm gonna try to do this without Googling. So 96 would have been a good 9 years after the original Pirates wave was released.
Yep.
1996, I would have been a junior in college. So they had to come up with that Brickbeard's bounty with the collapsing masts. And we had to come up with 2 parents?
Yeah, there's 2 parents. One's awesome and one's a dud. I guess we'll call that out. But
I would say it's the Brickbeard's bounty and the Enchanted Island. Because I do believe this is when they came out with the tertiary theme of Islanders.
Islanders. Yeah.
But again, I'm not Googling, so.
So what are you going with? Good parents or duds?
They would have had to have gotten a divorce because there was one good parent and one dud.
All right, B-Mac, what do you think? 96, good year for Pirates. Good parents here.
It's either both are good, or if one's bad, that's bad. Is that
We want good parents here. We want a pair of parents that are good.
right? So if it's 1 and 1, then what's the default
duds,
to?
I guess.
They're duds. 96. 96 doesn't seem in my mind that it was big for Pirates at all, but I think what else was out then?
And you'll see on
So-
the next screen.
Well, like all the second gen space were dead by then too, right?
Second gen?
I'm gonna go with duds.
Duds. All right, Lene, what do you think?
Dud.
Duds. Brick Dad. Brick Dad, we can't hear you.
Sorry, good parents.
Good parents, he says. Okay, so in 1996, the parents were these 2 sets: the Armada flagship and 6289. They were duds, man. Look at these things: stupid tipping masts, ugly colors.
I have a
bright
TV
red
anchor
hull.
in Grand Rapids that would argue with you because one
Oh,
of those
God.
ships was his personal ship that he had, and he
That's
ran
right.
to the table to find it.
And he talked about how the mast fell over. I forgot all about that.
Was excited for that piece of garbage.
Yes,
Here they
it
are.
was
Al says they're
childhood
good
memories
parents.
for him.
Yeah.
Still a
Al
dud.
says they're good in 1996, but I think these guys are duds. Let's see here. Next up, Broadside's Brig. Now we're going back to 1991, a heyday for Pirates. What kind of parents do you think Broadside's Brig had in 91?
I'm going good parents.
Pardon me.
Good parents from Lene.
Yep.
It's just like
Brick
the
Dad?
El Dorado Fortress thing.
BMAX thinking El Dorado Fortress might be one here. Every year with Pirates is good, says Al. So we know Al's vote. Rick Dad, what do you think? 1991.
This is good parents.
Good parents. BMAC already said he's on the fence here. He said El Dorado Fortress, maybe. What do you think?
I think 91 was a banging year for everything, so we'll just do good.
Ed, Mark.
I think this was the year of the Imperial Trading Post, so I'm going to say good.
Ooh, well, the actual big guys were these 2. Lagoon
Oh,
Lockup,
no.
Rock Island Refuge. This was not a great year.
Quarterback Jay is here. Thanks for joining us tonight.
It's got the ramp base plate. That means it's the best.
This
Yeah.
seems subjective to me. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. But if these were your mom and dad, your Lagoon Lockup was your mom, like, really? Like, come on. All right, let's go on to
The
next
Rock
one.
Island Refuge is an $1,800 set now.
Wow.
See, it's good.
Love having it. Doesn't mean it's good. Armor Shop, 1986.
Late bloomer.
1986. Was this a good year for Castle?
Oh no, it's Castle. So no, they're all duds.
They're all duds. Good call, Brick Dad. Lene, what do you think?
You said his was a good call.
Well, I mean,
Because he hates
as
Castle.
trolly as I am, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's
Good
yeah,
call, Brick
It's a-
Dad. Okay.
hard troll going on there.
There's cheating going on, so I'm gonna say good parents. What did he say? What did Brick Dad say?
It's a duds.
Oh, I'm saying good.
All right, 2 goods. B-Mac.
I'm wondering if you're going to make any of these good. 'cause,
Ringbolt's guessing good.
I'm going to go with duds.
Duds again. All right, Mark.
I'm gonna go with good, and
Triple
I'm
duds.
not really getting these right, but I'm gonna say good, not
Right.
dud. I said good because I think it's. Oh, you mean this would be the third dud in a row? I think this
Well,
was the
three
year that the.
duds. You're saying good, so you're the outlier here.
And I think this is the year that Black Falcon's Fortress came out, so I think good.
Ooh, Black Falcon's Fortress, good call. And of course, the
Guarded
Town
Inn.
Hall. We've got the Guarded Inn.
Nothing
These
biased
were
there.
bangers for sure, right?
Yeah, this is not subjective at all.
No,
Yay to
100%.
Mark and I.
This is a crazy good year. Two of the more iconic sets in Lego's history. All right, here we go. The Knight in 2008.
Oh,
Now
God.
we've moved to 2008. We could go anywhere here. What came out in 2008? What do you guys think? Is that a good year for Castle?
Nope, dud.
Hell yes, says Jazzy for that one. May's giving us a dud. Bad Castle all sucks, says Al.
I'm going to say that this was this the year of the Medieval Market Village and Milledgeville raid? I don't think they came out in the same year. I think this was a good revival of Castle in 2008. This would have been the second year of BrickWorld, and I do believe there was a reveal of Medieval Market Village at that show. Huh? I don't know. Maybe. Possible.
What are we going with, Mark?
Good. I'm going with good on this
Good for
one.
Mark. B-Mac?
I'm also going with good.
Good. Brick Babe?
I don't think this was the Trolls era quite.
Hey, yo, dud, didn't I? Yeah, dud.
Dud for Brick Babe. What do you think, Mr. Brick Dad?
Oh, it's Castle, dud.
Dud. Yeah, 2 duds for Castle. 2 great parents. Look at this.
Oh, yuck. Oh, no.
Man.
No, that is not great parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
these are so hot. Look at these things. We have
What
the
was the
giant
original
chess
retail price on that chess set?
set. I don't remember. It's crazy now though. It's like $2,000 to buy one.
Yeah. Original Brick says bad. The good Chrome went to Vikings. Else rating this good. And Ringbolt was sure it can go either way. Smoky Smoke says your night set was actually a GWP. This is a little bit after the Trolls era,
This is
but
the Trolls era.
Yeah. So what I mean is it's after the Trolls Mine. By far the best Troll set ever released was released.
Sure.
It was 1 or 2 years after that.
But yeah, still good parents. Look at these sets. Pure fire. So we got some good ones here. All right, how about
Potato,
this? Hidden
potato.
Side. I didn't put the year on this, but this is the first wave of Hidden Side.
First wave.
So this is the shrimp boat. First year of Hidden Side. So did they have bangers or were they disasters at the top of Hidden Side?
Quarterbrick Jay says that's giving a Game of Thrones Red Wedding the chess set.
Yeah, a little bit. The box for that thing is enormous.
I thought the first wave of Hidden Side was pretty good. I don't remember if the school was in that one or not, though. And the school, I think, was probably the best set in that series, but I'm not sure which wave it was in. I'm going to go ahead and say good on this just because I like these sets, and I think Ben did too.
Right. B-Mac, how you feeling?
So the marketing for these completely escaped me, and I only know them from what I saw on the shelves. And as we know, you don't know what's in these on the shelves, so I have no idea if these had good sets or not. But I'm gonna go with yes, good.
Right. Can I say one thing to Al Goff before we continue?
Sure.
I mean, you do think a slice of watermelon's a plant.
Yes, I do believe that is a plant. And hey, what do you think? Hidden Side Wave 1, good parents or duds at the top?
It's hard without the year. I've been guessing by the
2019.
years.
I suck at figuring out the year, so
19 and 20.
2019.
Yeah.
That was right before COVID. That was a good year. That was a good year.
Good year says the name. Brick Dad.
Good parents.
I'm going to say good. This was the first year, and the bangers were the first year.
They both have to be
with
good.
the Hidden
Yeah.
Side, so yeah.
Yeah, this is what they were. The Ghost Train and the School.
Yeah.
So as VMAX said, the that marketing and the box art was terrible.
Killed the line.
The actual sets, though, were actually
Bangers.
really nice in that first year. Real bangers. The school in particular. Just an absolutely great one. Second wave, not as good, but by then it was already dead. And I couldn't. The problem I had 100% is I would go to the store. It was right before COVID. I would look at the boxes and I couldn't tell
what
set
was going
what.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the bus. Brick Dad
OG
Builds has
battle
right
bus. The OG
Yeah.
battle bus.
there. Yeah. It was they're like, we didn't play Fortnite, but we like this bus. It's haunted.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, moving on. Oh, mineral detector 1980. So this is pure classic space time.
Elgoff's pissing his pants at you. Ringbolt says, I thought those sets came out later. Apparently not.
This is actually the mineral detector, not the mineral detector.
Oh, maybe they're looking for Monera.
Maybe there.
Platypus says true about the box art. Yep. Or maybe he
Classic
meant
set.
boxer art. Maybe they had underwear that I wasn't aware of. You guys, was this or was this not the year that they came out with the Galaxy Explorer? And what else would they have come out in that year? Like the space station? That would have been like the next expensive one from there. Yeah, 1980 would have been the first year question mark of Lego Space in the minifigure, or was that 1979? I'm gonna
79.
Was it
It's a mineral, mineral detector. Here we go.
Minera? Yeah. F word. I'm just gonna go with good, and then I'm gonna use the bathroom real fast.
Mark's going good. VMAC, how you feeling?
Unpopular. I didn't like these original classic space. I like the second gen ones with the Mtron and all that, and the bright green Blacktron stuff. So I'm gonna go with duds.
Okay. Duds from VMAC on classic space. He's dudding. All right, Brick Babe, what do you think?
I'm gonna ditto that with a big old dud.
Dud. All right, Brick Dad, what do you think?
80 was the second year of classic space.
Yep.
I think these are duds. I think the first year was the big banger year to start off, and I don't think they hit the ball on the second year. So I'm going to say dud.
Yeah. The correct answer is, in fact, duds. These were the two big sets in 80. Was this goofy shovelly guy and this command base. They did have the molded base plates, but that was it. The rest of it just kind of sucks.
I remember the command base right there, and it was an open doll type, and I absolutely hated that set.
Yeah, not a great one. But we're sticking with space. How about the lunar MPV vehicle in 1990? So apparently this guy loved the command base Ringbolt. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go reverse order. Brick Dad, 1990, good year for space. Or
dud.
Not. What do you think? Dud, you're going with? All right.
Yep.
Lene?
90 was a good year. I'm going with Great Parents.
All right, good year for her. BMAC?
Yeah, Great Parents 90. There was a lot of good space like this, 89, 90, 91.
Okay. Mark, what do you think?
I think the monorail came out in 88 or 87. So I think I'm going to go dud this time.
Great. They go here. Futron versus Blacktron. Good.
Might have some Blacktron sets. No, Blacktron came before Futron here.
Yeah, this 1990 was the year of Mtron.
Oh, dear Lord.
So look at these two. Oh my goodness. One of the greatest space sets ever here for the Megacore Magnetizer. And then a decent
what
set.
is with you, Castle in Space?
We got some other stuff coming up. Don't worry.
We actually got a guy building the mega set with these two. It was one other set, right? And they make a mega.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, these things are just crazy, crazy good.
Ringbolt's a big Mtron fan.
How about the MX-11 Astrofighter from 2007 with these, terrible jelly
aliens? Yeah.
But 2007, so we're ways from 90s now.
Lego has come a long way since 90s space. Al Goff says.
We're about to find out.
Platypus Brick says all dressed up in red and nowhere to go. Al Goff says good.
I guess good.
I gotta think.
All right, we're gonna shuffle the order again. We're gonna go VMAC first.
They haven't done good original space since 1992, so bad.
Bad says VMAC. Brick Babe.
I'm dudding it.
Dudding this one too. Brick Dad, what do you think?
Sammy, what do you think?
I want to say dud, but I'm going to go opposite of what I think because of you. So I'm going to say it's a good parents.
Right. Those aliens are so bad, but I do like the line. Mark, what do you think?
That I'm going to go along with Tron there. I think, especially since this is you, I think they had a couple good chips in this, and they used a lot of orange. So I'm going to say good.
Yeah, let's take a look at these things. How sweet are these?
Exactly.
I'm not sure that I love the air stomp rocket thing, but
because what is that?
It's okay.
It shuttles the little pods like it's like a bank tube thing.
Yeah, you like
A
shoot
vacuum.
the little aliens down them. But then you can also shoot the 4 Nerf dart looking things out of here too. But look at this armored drilling unit. How sweet is that thing?
Quarterback J is a fan of the Blob. Ringbolt says this was around the Mars sets, I think. Mars was later. Oh, no, I'm sorry, earlier. Like 2001, I want to say, was the Mars mission stuff.
Well, they
did use these
mission-
dumb tubes.
Yeah, they had Mission to Mars and Mars Mission. They're two separate things.
Yeah,
One of them
Kitty
was
alert.
city. The other one was actual space.
So this I thought these were good at the time.
Thought you would.
Lots of good colors in there. Okay, Alien Pack 2024. What are the parents to this one? This one's a little interesting. 2024. This was just last year.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Where is this?
It's not the no.
It was a really cheap set.
Also, Life on Mars.
Yes, but think about we're talking about the parents here. And Brick Dad, what year was this?
Last
Oh,
year.
92 yeah, last year. 20,
Was last year the year of the rover?
Yes. No.
Sure about that?
Last year was the year of the rover, but only because the year before was the rover.
However, General Trons makes a point here. That was town, not space.
Oh. Wait, what was? The rover? Wait, the rovers weren't everything. Is
The
this
rover
town
was
space?
No, this is space base.
Space base.
This is space. Okay, this is space base. Original Briggs had the space station. Is that for the glob aliens?
Aliens.
Platypus Brick says it's what the North Koreans made spaceships look like. Elgoff says, "How is that great?"
It's awesome, L. What's wrong with you, man?
Bad 2007. He says. Original Briggs says, "But wasn't everything city space? No. What was it? I don't know. I don't know. Since this is recent, I believe the sets that came out in this line Ben was a fan of, and I think they had a little bit of a banger space revival. Tron says Technic and Friends lines had a little something for that. Hawkeye says, "Welcome tonight." By the way, Creator Monkeys and Space Amusement Park. Was this a creator set?
This was the creator set. So, in fairness, in
Is he
2024,
Googling? He's Googling.
2024, they had that whole space sub theme, but I'm taking ones that were just space, not necessarily tied to town. or city.
Ringbolt says, no idea on this one. The last few years I've been looking at and been building lots of Lego cars. Algoff says bad aliens. You're not wrong. Okay, you did not Google. All right, I'm gonna go with good on this, just because I think I remember Ben enjoying a lot of these sets.
Good for Mark.
Even on the creator side.
I mean, you got Ding Dong, three-eyed alien face there. It's got to be good.
They are ding dong a doorbell. All right, Lene, what do you think?
I believe it was last year. Like everything was space. Friends had space. Like everybody got space.
Everyone had space. Yeah.
And yeah, so they were really space focused. So I'm going to say good parents.
Good parents. Brick Dad. Barf? Also Brick Dad thing? Barf?
Good way or bad way?
No, that was barf in the bad way. I think, unfortunately, Ben's going to say good parents, because I think I remember a couple of the sets that came out last year that would interest Ben.
I don't know what that means, unfortunately, but here
Yeah.
were the two technically that came out in space. Neither of them were actually retail sets; they were gift with purchase.
Yeah.
However, look at these things. How sweet are these things?
I
Great.
did remember the orange and white checkerboard ideas one last year, which was Orange
Echo one.
Spaceman. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's totally been because it's Orange Spaceman. So
Yeah, but they had the alien diner with the chef, and then the babies in space one.
the baby rover. Yeah.
These are barf in the good way, barf adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby CMF, like the robot nanny with the pink baby spaceman too.
Elgoff says your opinion is not as good as your builds, Ben.
Well, if I had just said great, all of this would change if I said those ugly ass pirate ships were
Yeah.
bangers, but they weren't. Listen, Al. I absolutely love good pirate. Anyway,
Tron
helmets
says
with no air tanks equals bad. There you go.
Tron says I see that diner and I keep picturing the dancing alien from the end of Spaceballs. Hawkeye says that's the one I thought was an amusement park, not a restaurant. Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. How about the Celestial Sled in 1993? This is an Ice Planet set. Did Ice Planet come out in 93? Was this a leftover? What are we thinking? Did they have bangers in 93? BMAC, I think you said they ended Good Space in 92, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, I thought this was ended at like December 91 when Ice Planet came out. I could be wrong. I'm guessing at 93 though. Yeah, they blew all their good ones early. So I'm going to put duds.
Duds, all right. MA?
93, good year. Met my high school sweetheart, my first love. Yeah, 93 is a good year. Good parents.
Good year, good parents. There we go, Brick Dad.
I graduated in 93. So
Good year.
Elementary school?
yeah, elementary school. High school in 1993.
Wow. All right.
And your youth leads me to say that this was a banger for you, a banger year.
Banger. All right. And Mark, what do you think?
I don't think this was the primary year for Ice Planet. I think we're being duped a little bit here. I'm going to say this was like a tertiary wave, and it was just a little piece of crap that they threw over with the extra parts they had. I'm going to say duds.
This was Prime Ice Planet. However,
Oh, it was.
Deep Freeze Defender, great parent. But look at this dud. Ice Station Odyssey with the half laser fence. It ruined it. Overall duds because of the stupid piece of crap on the right.
With the laser fence, you could walk around.
Yes, like what was happening here?
Algoff liked the sled.
But the Deep Freeze Defender, one of the all-time great space sets, in my opinion, completely ruined by, Dad over here drinking too much and not letting the dog out and all that other stuff. So, not taking out the garbage, unfortunately. All right, Killdozer from 2025.
Good parents, duh.
I mean,
City.
We don't even ask.
City for 2025. What were its parents? Keep in mind, we could have one hell yeah and one what the hell, right?
That's true. That's true.
Does
The
this
set
include
itself is just,
Does this include the Arctic sets or just full on
anything
just
that
city
was
city?
anything that was city. So that could include Arctic if it was city sub-branded.
Who you want to start there, Ben? Colin, one of
Brick
us.
Babe.
Dud.
This year, city.
Dud.
BMAC.
This is a good year for City. I'm going to go with great.
Great. All right. Brick Dad.
City is
It's just always about the city. He's saying good
Yeah.
for every city.
yeah,
Right.
it's yeah. This 2025 this year.
Have we seen much
Just this
city?
year? Mark?
I'm going to say dud only because of the train station slice.
It's
Well,
mixed. It's
I
mixed.
think that's the most expensive set in the city line,
Here
and
are
I'd
the
say
two
that's a
sets. Here they
dud.
come. You ready?
I
Here are
am.
the two by part count, the biggest sets. You got
Great
the
parents,
crazy
okay.
city smashed together, and then the frickin' Arctic ice train.
The ice
yeah.
train, the ice train was what was gonna make me say great, but also I thought the train station was the second less expensive one, the second most
Here's the
expensive
second.
one.
The second one is the city tower here.
It's a city
Which is-
sim set.
Yeah.
I love that city tower. I think
Yeah.
it's
Crazy,
great.
but I love it too.
Yeah.
It's great. All right, Mark and Lene, are you ready?
Yes.
I happen to have one right by me.
Yeah.
Maple's Pumpkin Garden 2024.
Banger. Great.
This thing
Amazing.
have bangers or were they duds?
Awesome.
This is Animal Crossing from 2024. Think about it. Top 2 sets by part count. Were they great or did they suck?
One was resident services. One was resident services. The other one would have been Nook's Cranny and Rosie's house. I'm gonna go with duds.
Mark.
Ooh,
Yeah,
harsh.
I kind of feel
Nick?
like
The best sets in these lines come in poly bags because the Celeste one's amazing.
Okay,
So
let's-
duds.
which is
Duds.
not
That's
a
the
bag.
question.
Yeah.
Does Ben want to be nice tonight?
There's no good sets in this line. I'm sorry.
Ooh. We got an average, duds, and Smokey.
Out of respect for the line, I'm gonna say 24 was a banger year.
Thank
So
you.
banger that they didn't put out that many more for this year.
They
They're
gave up
coming.
on the bangers. All right, B-Mac, what's your final judgment here?
He already
Oh.
said.
Duds, yeah. Not a
Duds.
single one in this line are good other than the poly bags.
Here we
Pumpkin
go.
bad. Excuse me, sir. We have banned for. Wait, stop moving.
Duds. Yeah, everyone's going. Here we go. Great,
Great
parents,
parents.
man.
Okay. I'm,
These are
I'm-
nice sets.
all right. All right. I'm surprised that's your opinion on those. But okay.
I think of sets that they've produced,
Yeah.
these are probably the 2 most viable at a slight discount.
I mean, for the same price, I'd rather have the Death Star.
Oh, yeah.
And to be fair, it gave us this.
All right. Well, that was our little Lego history lesson. For today, I'm actually done with great
Nice.
parenting.
Look at that.
We
And we
didn't
only
know
have,
where
like-
we were going to go with that, but there we went.
No, but we went to a good spot with that. That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely, I did that a combination of last night and while I was at Brick Cities today. Unfortunately, with the way slides works, if you have an animation, it just runs as soon as you click next slide.
Okay.
So there was no suspense on whether or not Dud was going to come up, but that's okay. So we got some idea on some of the history there. The Mtron ones, I really
Yeah.
liked those 2 in particular. And yeah, it's definitely the case on the older sets. They'd have a strong first wave, and then the second year would be a lot weaker. Then the third year they do a lot of good stuff again. It's kind of like a TikTok thing where they release major sets one year and then sort of filler the next year.
Although, didn't they just leave them up for like 5 years though?
They would
Like,
keep them around for like two or 3 years, and they'd only produce. Right now they produce like a summer wave and a fall wave, or a summer wave and a winter wave. Then they would release their waves every other year. They'd kind
Mhm.
of get all their good stuff out in the first one, and then really kind of slow down.
Now I'm gonna throw something out there, and that's the fact that I think there's some generational bias that was in these sets, because
Could be.
when you hit some of these older sets, anything pre-90 were banger stuff for me compared to stuff today.
Yeah, there's also a giant difference in part count. So the other
Oh,
thing
for
I
sure,
would
yeah.
notice, of course, is that the banger sets from the 90s would have 500 or 600 pieces.
Oh yeah, they were
At
they were
most.
small sets by comparison to today's modulars of 3,000 to 5,000 pieces in what some of these sets are and stuff like that. So yeah,
They're a lot
what's
different in
bigger
detail too. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
to say the quality necessarily went. Go ahead, Elgoff. Keep in mind, I'm on your side for pirates normally,
Send it to me.
but send it to us anyway.
No,
So
I totally. I know
there were other quality things that really decreased later. For early pirates, for example, you would get extra swords and pistols and locks. Then later on, they'd be like, each
skeleton
figure
arms.
gets F accessory, and that's it.
The original gold coins that came with the chest.
Yeah.
You know, you actually had chrome gold in sets.
And they came on the sprue, and you could keep the middle sprue as like a gold plate.
As additional pieces of gold or a gold cross or something like that, depending on how you cut it and did stuff. Yeah, so.
Yeah, there may have been some in there, but I think you guys had an idea on a lot of those. Some of you were getting very technical. Others were just, hey, that was a good year in my life, so they have great parents.
Oh, who did that? Oh, that was how shallow.
What a weird choice. It seemed to work pretty well. I don't know.
Who did that?
It did, didn't it? Worked very well.
Let's see on our run of show. We're only at 3 hours, 10 minutes.
Look at us.
Only. We should already be done with the show, but we're not.
But, you know.
Close calls, Mark. It's close calls.
We're 2.5 hours earlier than we were last week.
Progress.
Close calls already, or as Copper Valor would call them, polls. She might still be live. She might not make it to the show tonight. We're ending.
She was in here earlier before she went live,
Yes,
so we did see her earlier. But yes,
but she's gonna miss the polls, which I believe is her favorite part.
Right,
we should have done polls when she was on.
Let's bring this
Animal
up.
Crossing polls.
Here we go. Movember is upon
Oh dear God!
College kids have been donning stashes all year. Is this an awesome trend, or I blame Livy Dunn? Now, if this needs some explanation, I'll give it to you. Oh, Copper's back just in time.
Oh, yay!
All right, so I was at a North Dakota State Bison game a couple of weeks ago. Noticed a bunch of kids, it was still September, rocking a mustache. Just the stash, not the whole beard. Not nearly as lovely or trendy as Mr. Brickdad there. But why are the kids all wearing these mustaches? Is it an awesome trend? Or is it because this silly girl on the right here, the social media influencer, Livy Dunn, is dating a baseball player who donned a big old giant mustache? Now everyone thinks, hey, I get a mustache, I can date Livy Dunn. So is this an awesome trend or stupid and terrible? Thank you, Livy Dunn. What are we going with?
All right, I got a poll going. We got 3 minutes on this poll. I'm like, I don't understand how mustaches came back into style. Just the mustache.
Hard.
Not crazy about it myself. So I would say I don't blame Livy Dunn, but I don't think it's an awesome trend. So I guess I by default blame Livy Dunn. I just learned she was a person.
Yeah, she's even in commercials. She's the whole thing.
Oh, commercials, yeah.
LSU gymnast, which I believe is where she met Paul Skeens, who is did he win the Cy Young this year? So a pitcher in the MLB who also came up through LSU.
The reason that mustaches became popular again in recent history is because many of the youth cannot actually fill out the beards that a lot of older generations are rocking right now. Specifically us Gen Xers and millennials that are starting to fill out the beards and stuff like that. So their attempts at maturity in that regard was to try and get the mustaches and try and rock that 80s vibe of the Burt Reynolds, the Tom Sellecks, the
bad 70s porn.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Copper Valor says they cover up wrinkles without any Botox or fillers.
Okay.
Good point.
Here is Livy Dunn with Paul Skeens. So there he is with his mustache with Livy Dunn. So there we have it. This is what I'm saying is the problem.
Is she 4'9" or is he 6'5"?
She's a gymnast, so she's probably relatively short, but he's also a.
She is very short. Yes. Now I just want to let everyone know that to do my part for this type of circumstances, when I run into people that are trying to do stuff like that, when I come to shows and expos and stuff like that, I always travel with my mustache kit for emergencies. So in case someone doesn't have one, I make sure that I bring extras just in case for this type of situation. Okay.
I could use that for my disguise.
Well, we just put you in a Sox jersey and you're fine.
And it works. Yeah, I don't know how, but it does seem to. Yeah. All right. Well, we got about 30 seconds left on this poll. Ben, did you have a horse in this race?
I will say I don't like it when I see the hipsters with the stashes. I'm like, stashes should be reserved for Army veterans, high school coaches, firemen, policemen. They are not for college kids. They're just not. I'm sorry.
Creepy
Professional
janitors.
actors.
Yeah. Artists who think they're artists.
All right. Well, thankfully that one is over, and 82% of the tainted blame Livy Dunn.
Yeah, take that.
Thank you, Tainted.
Take that, Livy Dunn. All right, we're ready for our second question. By the way,
Sure,
November, basically, it's just grow a mustache for men's health. Hey, men's health, it's all good.
Elgoff says it looks like Kevin Kline.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Should you credit an IP at a Lego show? And here's Stardew Valley. Now, the reason I ask this is because I'm sitting there at the show, and I have a spinning Lego castle. We've seen it built here on Think Outside the Blocks over time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, 1 in 4 kids would come up and declare very affirmatively that it was Harry Potter. I'm like, it's not even close to Harry Potter. But there were lots of things at the show that were based on an IP.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody was like necessarily crediting it. Not like, this is my Stardew Valley build or whatever. It's just everyone would come up and almost assume that's what you were doing. Do you need to make some effort to credit the IP, though, at a Lego show if you're basing your build off of what came before?
Platypus Bricks in the States, Movember is also supposed to be bringing attention to men's health. I don't know that it's necessarily a charity event, but it is like the month of November is like Men's Health Awareness Month, and grow a mustache to encourage people to be concerned about
their balls checked. And
originally wasn't it no shave November, and the money you
Yes.
spent on shaving supplies you were supposed to donate to some sort of men's health.
Men's testicular cancer or prostate cancer.
But now that's Manuary.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So my favorite story from is this IP was Ben and I worked on a collaborative that was castles on giant snails that were in a sort of kind of like a roller derby race, but it was on snails, and so they were fighting with each other, and it was very slow moving, and we built like an entire layout of like this land that they lived in where there were giant snails and people raced them by building castles on them, of course, is how it went. I brought a portion of that to an NALTC show. It was a Christmas show, and several people asked if it was Star Wars. And I was like, I finally asked somebody, I'm like, what about this is Star Wars to you? Is there something in like one of the books? They're just like, no, it just looks different. I'm like, and so your pea brain says, since it looks different, it must be Star Wars. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about that one. I think people should credit the work.
Yeah, there was a build across from me that was based on an app that's popular. I don't remember if it's Clash Royale or someone where you send guys to destroy a castle or something. And I've never played it, but everyone would say, "Oh, that's Clash Royale," and they'd come up to it, and I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, or like my Fabuland builds where everybody asked if it was Animal Crossing, and that was at a time when I had no idea what Animal Crossing was. Original Briggs says credit the IP because stupid people. Also said something funnier that I won't bring up on screen.
You just assume that that it's not Harry Potter. Thank you very much.
Right.
Well, if you use tan at all, it's Harry Potter.
There's no tan in the build at all. It's Hogwarts. I'm like, Hogwarts? So I don't know. And on one hand, they're excited. They're trying to relate it to something they know. But I'm just like, what?
But why do they have to? There's another one that we brought to BrickWorld Fort Wayne one year, and I didn't have like figures to populate it with, so we just threw in a bunch of like CMFs. And one of them was like the sea monster one, like with the webbed head, like the kind of frog scary one. Maybe it was from Monster Fighters. And this kid came up. He had been like 9, and he was like, "Oh, it's Creature from the Black Lagoon." Because that figure is there. The rest of it is a sci-fi city, but because that figure is there, the entire thing is Creature from the Black Lagoon. How have you even seen Creature from the Black Lagoon? You're 9.
I'm impressed that you knew what that was.
Yeah, it was a CMF, not a Monster Hunter.
Oh, thank you. So we have yes credit the work winning at 88%, and that is with how many votes here? 11 votes in the last poll. This one, I'll tell you in a second. because it's taking a while for this to update over here. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool. Are we ready for the last one here? Is that a no? Is that a yes? Is that a no? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, here
Yeah.
comes the last one.
Oh, are you ready for 8 votes in the last poll, by the way?
Are you over the botanicals yet? No way, feed me more, says Audrey 2. Or yes, 10 waves of flowers and still no new pirates. Algoff. Even though my opinion sucks.
I mean, two things can exist at the same time.
Are we considering typewriters and telephones and those as actual botanicals, or
those are technically different.
I'm over them.
Brick Dad, you're back to the same problem you had before, where you sound like you're in a hallway.
I'm gonna mute and fix that.
I'm good with them actually because they're creating a lot of new parts and new colors.
True.
Yeah.
Over them.
The new colors especially. I do wonder if they're starting to make too many new parts, even though they're handy. But
yeah, Hawkeye says that people think his Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld bust is Katniss from Hunger Games, even when I have it as stated in this comment in my mock cards.
Okay, I think I'm better now.
You are. Yeah, you could title the mock "Not Harry Potter." People will still say, "Is that Harry Potter?"
there's kids that would come up and adults that thought my Trogdor was a good dragon and didn't know the IP. So
right.
It's not a good dragon.
It looks creative and fun. I will definitely give it that. Alphonse says new parts and colors. Maybe we'll get colored mixels one day. Are you making a joke? Because we had many different colored mixels. Or do you mean the mixel hinges?
Joints,
I think so as well. Mixel joints. Quarterbrick J says I love them because I have a brick thumb, not a green thumb. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Like houseplants, they're not as good for oxygen as houseplants are, but they at least look pretty. Smoky Smoke says other sets could desperately use new molds. As a Star Wars fan, she says. Original Briggs says Botanicals is spawning a new sub-theme wreaths. Spring wreath incoming. Feed me more.
We have Halloween wreath. We've got like 3 Christmas wreaths.
Elgoff says someone built a shelf after seeing my ship in a bottle shelf. Even told me they got the idea from me, but no credit. Interesting. Alphonse says even I forgot Trogdor was IP for a few at Fort Wayne. It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's there's a minute left. Okay.
No way. Feed me more. Do we need a straight up Audrey 2 botanical set? Is it coming?
Yes.
I don't know. Is that big enough? Is that big enough of an IP though for people to be like, oh yeah?
I don't know, but if it's just a plant monster, people would be like, yeah.
Is that Mario?
I mean, it is a musical
I would say you're right. They have done it.
Now, here's a question though: is even if uncredited, is imitation the ultimate flattery?
Ultimate form of flattery.
Sure, but also shouldn't you then credit those who you want to flatter?
I guess it depends. Like, I don't know. I have all kinds of I get the Kool-Aid Man just smashing through a wall randomly in my build. Like, I guess I could put a whole laundry list of influences too. I mean, there's got to be a line. Like, if you are making it's a Pikachu sculpture and it's just Pikachu. Like, yeah, I would credit that. But if they make Pikachu minifig, and that's just in a build somewhere, I mean,
not just calling it little yellow creature.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're talking, this is more, cameo pop culture items, and it's obvious from the build that that's what you're doing.
All right,
that's one thing. If you build the Prison of Azkaban, tell people what it is. I guess.
Well, Feed Me More.
You could say inspired by.
Feed Me More wins, but only at 55%.
Close call.
True close call right there. Yes.
Only hitting one.
And that's with 11 votes. So 3 people opted out of the last one.
Yeah.
Lego doesn't even credit it all the time, like Captain Jack's pirate ship.
Yeah, but Pirates of the Caribbean, the logo itself is on the box.
Fair.
And Disney, I believe it says Disney on there as well.
So weird. Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship.
I don't know what they're doing with that. They explained it. It didn't make much more sense.
No. Well, look at this, 3.5 hours. This is almost unheard of. I guess maybe we didn't have enough Lego news, but we got through 2 segments of silliness and our close calls and we're not even at 3.5 hours, so that's pretty impressive for us.
Did you set an outro song, by the way?
I did not.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and set one then.
Yeah. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, of course.
Let's go ahead and talk about when you might be able to see any of us again in the coming days. So, we've already heard Brick Babe goes live like 19 times a week.
Monday, Mom and Mo tomorrow at 9.
Right, Mom and Mo tomorrow at 9. And I presume we'll probably see you Wednesday as well for our normal scheduled BrickWorld Crossing. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, Mark, are you running that at 11 as usual?
Yes, I believe it'll be at 11 p.m. this week.
11 p.m. Central Time.
I'd like to figure out a way to do it earlier, but we're starting to do the BrickWorld coordinator meetings, and most of those will be occurring in the evening, so I probably won't have time to make it earlier quite yet.
Okay. VMAX got hoy ahoy, Brick Jedi here at the last second.
Hey,
VMAX been working
expecting
on
us to go for another 2 hours, so
probably. VMAX been catching up on his own YouTube stuff. So are we going to see any posts from you, VMAX, this week?
Hopefully you'll see one probably at the end of the week from me for this, and then whatever stuff I cut, if that makes it up this week, then you'll see me there too, or see my influence at least.
It's true.
Should probably get the watermelon one up. That was hilarious.
All right. Thanks, Brick. Yeah. Thanks, VMAC and Lene for that one. When I hear that song, we'll probably throw this up as the banner.
It's a whole episode. It's not a song. It's like 15 minutes.
All right, Brick Dad, where can we catch you this week if we want to?
You can message me on IG or TikTok. Those are my two primaries. I do throw some stuff on YouTube periodically, but I'm not a big content creator over on YouTube. But other than that, I'll be bouncing in and out of lives all across the board, depending on where it is. Tuesdays, sometimes I'm with Superhawk with a show they do. Sometimes I'm over with Click It Cliff and the Minifig Club on their lives. So yeah, just keep an eye out for lives that are going active and stuff like that on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
All right. So you can find Brick Dad everywhere. He's everywhere.
Yes, I do. Yes.
So that's where you can find us. I don't know if I'll be here Wednesday or not because Rachel is traveling again. So I usually put my kids to bed, and then if I'm crazy enough to stay up because I have to get them both to school in the morning. Sometimes I do come in, sometimes I don't. Really depends.
Oh, right. Hey, you know what? Tomorrow is Ben's birthday.
No, that would be Wednesday.
And Wednesday is Ben's birthday. How do I get this date wrong every year? You're the 19th.
I don't know, the 19th, yes.
Yeah, awesome.
Remember, Scorpios, we're evil, I've been told.
All right, Quarterback Jay says, either way, I'll be glued in on Monday and Wednesday. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Al Goff says, are you still doing the giveaways? Yes, I am, but I haven't put any of the information together yet because, because I'm me. So we'll do that next Sunday, and I will get that done because now I have a full string of memories connecting together. Falco Ritz says, happy early birthday. So you won't be able to join us Wednesday night. Well, it might be a nice night for you to take off for your birthday, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Nice to see you, so we could say happy birthday to you.
Mark did it for his birthday.
Bill Bartley says happy birthday, Ben, from another Scorpio.
He didn't have to dive in at 11 o'clock and get his kids up at 6:30 to go to school.
That's true, and I did pop in that night, at least at the very end. Yeah,
you did. Yep. We're getting distracted though, so I might not be there Wednesday. How about Sunday? Are we good to go, Mark? As far as
I'll be here.
All right.
Yep. Anybody else on the panel who wants to join us is, of course, more than welcome to. Now that we have like a full ass group here on Think Outside the Blocks, we can. We'll. I don't think we'll ever be without a co-host again, Ben. Those weeks were like, oh my gosh, well, I'm gonna do the show by myself.
It's true. Yeah, we did have like one Ben solo episode and one Mark solo episode.
I did a solo episode as well. Yeah, it was sad.
I spent half the time saying I wish someone else was here, like the whole time.
Yeah, that's basically what the streams were about.
And now it's, man, I wish Brick Dad wasn't her, but it is what it is.
Only when there's a game. Only when there's a game.
You know
That's the girl who won the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was killing it. I have to admit it.
I came in dead last. I never scored.
Oh, I got screwed over by the guy who wanted under retail for the Death Star. What a weirdo.
You got what you deserve because you passed that crappy showcase over to me. That was a hot mess.
It was an entire collection. That's a good showcase.
You got it. Yeah, you did good.
He knew I couldn't price it just by pure luck.
What do you mean?
But you did.
I didn't know that
It's ridiculous. Wow.
You got the Titanic model in the bottle?
Why do we let this why do we let her push us around here?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Do you think that's a mistake that we let her push you around?
No, I think everyone agrees that having Lene here is not a mistake. It's a happy accident.
It's deliberate.
But it's not really an accident.
That's true.
However, in building life, you've got to remember that our mentor, our hero, here he is in minifig form, Mr.
Hi, Bob.
Mr. Happy Trees, Mr. Peapod's dad, would tell us there are no mistakes, only happy accidents.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you next week. And now.
A new Legos that can't wait to see. Oh, it's peely bomb, okay? What could it be? Half banana, half bone. It's a bonkers sight. Be it stupid or cute, it just doesn't seem right. Guts, oh, what it's like to behold. Little brown splatters, stories untold. Is it a bruised banana or something else? How did Peely Bone end up on the shelves? A banana with a skeleton, what's the deal? A mashup too wild to find the appeal. He's not a doorbell, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Just plain wrong, just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong.